Hello and another pleasant good evening, or good afternoon. I guess it is an afternoon. Hello and a pleasant good afternoon to you all. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett. Thank you for tuning in to another MyLocalRadio.com live basketball stream of the Mountain View Buffaloes. Today, they have a heavy hitting opponent in the 3A Northwest Lander Tigers. The Lady Tigers will travel into the Mountain View home gymnasium here and play in about 15 minutes or so. They just put some extra time on the clock to make sure we start it right at 2 p.m. sharp today, which was our scheduled tip-off time. And Mountain View and Lander are going to be prepared for a dogfight in this one. And speaking of a fight, Lander, if you're were able to watch some of that stream before I started talking, Lander, as of right now, only has about 6 girls on the court. They have a couple sitting on the bench right now, but Lander is going to be a very short team today as far as their roster length, not necessarily the height of the team, but the amount of goals that will be available today has been substantially cut shorter due to an illness going around the team. I talked to Sarah Stauffenberg, the head coach, also the activities director over at Lander. Great guy. I spoke with him before the game, and he told me that, I found out this morning that a couple of our players were not going to be able to make it to Lander today because they were feeling very ill. So, unfortunately for Sarah Stauffenberg, the head coach, that also means that some changes have been implemented to the starting lineup. If you watched our stream with Lyman playing Lander, that was the other day, on Thursday, the other night, Leah Brown, number 0, will make the start, the junior, in place of Madison Chance. Madison Chance out with an illness, as well as Jaden Rowan coming off the bench. She will not be available today due to that same illness, or a similar illness that has kept her out. So Jaden Rowan and Madison Chance not going to be a go today. They'll be sidelined back in Lander, maybe watching my stream right now. Otherwise, resting in bed, you would presume, or maybe that's what Sarah Stauffenberg would hope for. Meanwhile, the Mountain View Buffaloes, they played last night in Kemmerer, and I was able to speak with head coach Jessica Moretti once again. Spoke with her and kind of went into more depth. Obviously, I had a very long discussion with her, long talk before the game against Kemmerer, about a half an hour worth of a discussion, but earlier today was a much shorter discussion between me and her because most of the questions I was going to ask I kind of gone over last night. But I just asked her, just made sure, hey, no more injuries, right? No more injuries other than what had been presented to you before. And as she told me, now it's just all ankles right now, and most of it is just preventative at this point. But she said, we're going to have to start making a tape factor around here because they've gone through so much athletic tape that the players' ankles and, wrists and hand have been taped up so many times that it has become a problem. And they're almost running out of tape here at Mountain View. They had to order some more. So if you're in the tape business, the athletic tape business, you might be able to get a good market going here for Mountain View because they're going through a lot of it, according to head coach Jessica Moretti. But no injuries, as I had said, no injuries or illnesses for Mountain View. Obviously, Charity Harmon was sick earlier in the week. She did not start yesterday at Kemmerer, more of just a kind of trying to limit the minutes and make sure that she was 100% healthy. According to Jessica Moretti, she is not 100% healthy, but healthy enough to once again make another start here for her team and hopefully guide her team to a victory today. So that was Jessica Moretti speaking with me about an hour ago. Coach Moretti kind of going in through some things, and obviously this is, as she said, a very big matchup between a team from the Northwest and the 3A Southwest Mountain View Buffalo, because as it stands, the Mountain View Lady Buffs, this not necessarily going to be a first-round matchup between the Buffs and the Lander Tigers, but it could be a second-round matchup. Obviously, if these two teams win, they might or might not be able to see each other in the second round, or, if both teams progress in that tournament, in the regional tournament at the end of the year, it could be a championship match. Obviously, Lyman, looking over from the other side of Uintah County, might have something to say about that, but obviously that's why they play the games. It's easy to say on paper that you're better than somebody or you're a better team, but when you are out on the court, that is really where you will see the true difference between the two teams. So we're going to have two games here today. We're going to have the girls basketball game starting about 10 minutes from now. Girls basketball, Mountain View playing at home against Lander, and then after that, following that game, also on this stream, the Mountain View boys will welcome the number 2 team in the entire 3A classification, the Lander Tigers, into their home gymnasium, and that should be a doozy of a game. Number 2 against, I believe Mountain View was number 5 the last time I checked the rankings on yopreps.com, but Mountain View obviously making a case to be one of those top 3 or 4 spots. This would be their perfect opportunity to really prove to not only the media members and the coaches, but prove to everyone else in the state that they are a top team in the 3A classification. They'll have that opportunity at home today when the Lander Tigers will coming into their gym that is following our girls basketball game also on this stream. So if you're watching the girls game from Lander, from anywhere in Wyoming or further out, maybe like Oklahoma, where I think we have a special listener, my girlfriend listening in. We do appreciate you tuning in. If you have an interesting destination or an interesting place that you're watching the game, we always do appreciate hearing from you. So if you want to go to our mylocalradio.com Facebook page and just send us a message or a comment, say, hey, I'm listening from overseas or something along the lines of that, that's always fun and interesting to hear. Love to find that out. So gym filling up here. A lot of people checking out that boys JV game happening in the other auxiliary gym right across the way. So once that is over, you expect to see this gym fill up to its capacity, especially for that boys game following this one between the number 2 and number 5 team in the 3A classification. So the Mountain View Buffs and the Lander Valley Lady Tigers coming up in about 8 minutes. We're going to take a short commercial break and then join us for tip-off, starting lineups, and the national anthem.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
Back here from Mountain View High School in the Uinta County in Wyoming. for a Saturday afternoon game before the Super Bowl happens tomorrow. Obviously, Super Bowl NFL game. Big sporting weekend. I've been pretty active traveling back and forth the last couple days. It has felt like a big sports weekend for the Uintah County. Lyman played the same exact Lander team on Thursday night. The Lander girls jumped out to a 10-2 lead, and then from that point, when when Lyman was down by 8 points, it was all Lyman after that, because the Lyman, I believe the number was a 45-4 run after that point when they're down 10-2, and just a prolific performance after those opening minutes where Lander really just took out an early lead, and then after that really did not seem to have much going for them after that. But the Mountain View Lady Buffs will hope that something different comes about tonight when the Lady Buffs play the Lady Tigers. Obviously, the Mountain View Lady Buffs will have home court advantage in this one, looking to protect what is their home court in front of their fans as the cheerleaders, the band, a very festive atmosphere here at Mountain View as the gym is filling up here. About 4 minutes away from tip-off. We're obviously going to have a national anthem, and then the starting lineups being announced for the Lander Valley Lady Tigers. Not sure if you can see it down there. Jessica Moretti and Sarah Stauffenberg having a word amongst the two of them before their stream, or before the game starts and our stream gets underway. Head coach Jessica Moretti and Sarah Stauffenberg, they go to battle. Sarah Stauffenberg actually will have the advantage here as far as his team seeing every team in the entire region, because in the 3A Southwest region, obviously the competing quadrant that you will be competing against in the regionals to try to get to the state playoffs, Sarah Stauffenberg told me before the game, his team actually, they saw Lyman this past week, and they're seeing Mountain View right now. And then next week, he said they have Pinedale and Big Piney on the schedule. So he's going to have the advantage from the Northwest, because he'll be able to see all 4 of those teams from the Southwest, knowing no matter what the schedule will be for the regionals at the end of the year, based on seeding and rankings in the standings in the regionals, he'll know that he's seen all 4 of those Southwest teams, and he'll have film on each one. Obviously, today is going to be a little bit different for Cyril because of the fact that some of his starters and some of his main players off the bench will not be here due to an illness. As I said, an illness going around the team that has prevented a couple of girls from making the trip from Lander here to the Uintah County to watch Mountain View and Lander, or to play against Mountain View for Lander. So we'll have to see what Settle can really gain out of today. Obviously, he's hoping for a win. That would be what he's hoping for, or goal number 1. But even if he doesn't get a win, not sure how much, obviously he'll be able to watch Mountain View in its entirety and kind of see what their roster looks like and what their team looks like. But obviously when you don't have your true starting 5, or a starting 5 that's been consistently held throughout the entire season, it's a little bit tough at the end of the year, because some of these girls, if they do meet up in what will be the first or second round of the regionals, some of the girls might not have an experience playing Mountain View, and it might not be the only factor to getting a win. It could be a factor, and it could be a pretty big one. So Mountain View will have the advantage as far as depth goes today, or experience and depth, because Mountain View will have the majority of their players and the starters. Just about a couple minutes away from the national anthem, and starting lineups here from Mountain View. Just grab a cup of coffee, or, I guess it's almost 2 o'clock, so you might be past coffee time. Grab a cup of Joe or a cup of pop, whatever you want to call it, and get set, go to the bathroom really quick, and then join us for the starting lineups to be announced from the Uintah County Mountain View Lander, a top 5 matchup in the 3A classification following this.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Another lovely rendition of the national anthem sung by, or performed by the band here. Cheerleaders presented the colors. And we've got the starters being announced here for both teams, so I'll go through them. Obviously a new look starting 5 for the Lander Valley Tigers. Number 10, Demi Stauffenberg, the freshman, going to be the first announced. She will be a major part for this team tonight, or today. Leah Brown going to make the start. Leah, not a traditional starter, but will start today due to illnesses amongst the team. Roni Ferris, Emma Crane, and Gabby St. Clair. So Madison Chance and Jaden Rowan amongst those not available today for Cyril Stauffenberg and the Lander Valley Lady Tigers. And now the starting lineup's been announced for the Mountain View Lady Buffs. Haley Stevens, number 1, going to make the start. Allie Bugis going to run the point today for the majority of today's contest. Charity Harmon going to make the start. She did not start yesterday due to that sickness that she had earlier in the week, but she seems to be, if not at 100%, close enough to really impact the game tonight. Haley Hereford, the first of the Hereford twins, and then, of course, Lindy Hereford. Lindy was in Laramie yesterday, or for some of yesterday, obviously. I believe it was Thursday night she was in Laramie accepting a scholarship or a banquet for a scholarship, and she made the trip back to Kemerer yesterday, was able to play yesterday, and she's back home today playing in a 3A Northwest or 3A Southwest matchup against the Lander Valley Lady Tigers. Lindy Hereford. They try to win the tip, and it instead goes to Lander. So Lander will have the first possession on offense here. With the ball is Oroni Ferris. Ferris hands it off to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg moving towards the left, spins. Gets the ball back out top. Ferris open three, front rims it, no good. Haley Hereford pulls down the rebound, and here Mountain View comes on offense for the first time. 7:35 to play in quarter number 1. First offensive possession for the Buffs. And driving right down the right side of the lane. No good on that shot from Haley Hereford. And here comes Lander. Lander in their green uniforms with the black trim down the side. Mountain View in the white. Lander going left to right on your screen on offense. Mountain View going right to left on offense. Shot down low, effective, blocked by Haley Stevens, but sticking with it was Leah Brown. Leah Brown goes all the way to the hoop and scores the basket there. 7 minutes to play. First 2 points on the board. Lander leading this one 2-0. Keep in mind they had a 10-2 lead against Lyman, and then it all went downhill from there. A 29-point victory, if I'm not mistaken, for Lyman at the end of that one. So getting off to a hot start will be key for Lander, but obviously maintaining that hot start and kind of propelling them to the rest of the game will be just as important. From the outside, that shot is no good from Roni Ferris. Rebound Bugus. Bugus wasting no time getting down the court. Bugus drops it off on the left low block. Haley Stevens goes up, and Haley Stevens is fouled there. So Haley Stevens going to the line for 2 shots. Two to 1, 6:29 to play here in quarter number 1 after Haley Stevens puts the first free throw up and in. Second free throw incoming. And front rims it. Ball tipped out all the way near midcourt. Haley Stevens backs up, picks it up, and gets it out to the offense. So Mountain View will have another possession inside of this possession. And driving down the right side of the lane, Charity Harmon is fouled at the basket. So Charity Harmon will go to the hoop. He had fouled, and she's got an opportunity to score. No, it is not a shooting foul, so she will not have an opportunity to score at the free throw line, but the foul was called against Roni Ferris, her first, second on the team. Or no, it was Leah Brown. So Leah Brown and Ferris both pick up one foul here in the early goings. Charity Harmon gets the pass in the corner. Harmon for 3, no good, long off the rim. St. Clair with the rebound, pulls it down, sends it out to her teammates, and turning it over at midcourt, here comes Mountain View now going right to left on offense. That is Bugus with it, drops it off. Stevens, open 3, kind of wedged it there in the back of the rim / the backboard. Rebound pulled down by Lander, and here they come the other way. The ball knocked out of their hands, however, and Haley Stevens has it, looking to break through the pack, and that one put off the back of the rim. A little bit of a rainbow shot there, was not able to get it to go, and the foul called. Cyril puts his hands up in the air, did not maybe see the foul or did not understand why there was a foul being called, but that was the official's call. Foul called against Gabby St. Clair, the only senior on this Lander Tigers roster. And that first free throw is up and good for Haley Stevens. So Haley Stevens with both of the 2 Mountain View points here. She's got a chance for a third at the free throw line. Went 1 of 2 on her first trip. And 1 of 2 on this trip as well, as the ball is deflected around, eventually pulled down there, and here comes Lander now going left to right, wearing their green uniforms. Gabby St. Clair with the ball up top, tries to shield off Allie Bugus defending. Now the ball over to Leah Brown. Leah Brown trying to cut baseline, has it knocked out of the hands. Active defense there from Charity Harmon, trying to prevent a baseline drive. 2-2 here, 5:28 to play, quarter number 1. Both teams trying to get their sea legs under him. And that ball rims out there. Gabby St. Clair had the position, could not score, however. And the outlet pass goes all the way down the court. Charity Harmon unable to get the finish from in close. And rebound goes out to Lander. Now on the outside with it is Emma Crane. Crane gives it to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg moving towards her right, trying to cut down the lane, and a foul has been called against Mountain View. So a lot of Lander fans making the trip here, a lot of green. Obviously, can't see throughout the gym to the other gym, but there was a lot of green in that auxiliary gym watching the JV contests go on. And then a lot of green up in here in the near side bleachers. The backs would be towards us, so Lander making the trip. Not a very long trip for them, obviously a couple hours, 3 hours or so, 3.5 hours. But it's certainly not the worst trip that they made. Sometimes, several said, sometimes we have longer trips in our own quadrant. Sometimes, going to Lovell and places like that, that can be the worst. So he said this is actually not a bad trip to make. And the girls who did make the trip today, trying to get a road victory. 2 for 2 from the line there for Lander. Mountain View trying to respond, and that is Allie Bugas. Allie Bugas from about 12 feet away nails the jumper, and we're back to tie game. Back to a tie game at 4-4 here with 4:35 on the clock. Gabby St. Clair driving down the lane, and St. Clair is fouled. A blocking foul called against, I believe that's Sadie Mitchell. Going to get called for that one. Have to wait to see the scoreboard. No, it is actually Allie Bugas. So Sadie Mitchell was on the floor, but she did not get called for the foul. I think they said that Allie Bugas reached in early there. And St. Clair at the line for the first free throw. Misses that one wide to the left. She will have another at the line. Chance to try to break this 4-all tie with 4:35 to play in quarter number 1. St. Clair's second free throw up and good. So St. Clair gives her team back a 5-4 lead early in this contest. Mitchell drops it off to Bugas. Bugas goes to the corner where Haley Herford then tries to go all the way to the corner. Nice save there by Haley Stevens, but unfortunately because the pass was so high, she came down awkwardly and then traveled to try to keep herself in bounds. It is a turnover, a traveling violation called against the Buffs. Top of the key, 3 there, and that is well over the backboard and out of play. So Mountain View still trailing by 1 here with 4:07 to play in quarter number 1, so no need to panic just yet, but some of these shots from in close not falling for Mountain View. Meanwhile, Lander trying to keep the pressure on. Lindy Herford has the ball up top. Herford with it, moving, spinning just inside the free throw line, misses the shot off the rim, touched about every part of the rim there. Gabby St. Clair with the rebound, and here comes Lander going the other way. Ball up top, Gabby St. Clair for 3, misses it front rim, looked like it was on line, just didn't have the distance needed. And here comes Mountain View the other way. Lindy Herford puts it up short off the rim. Gabby St. Clair outlet passes it and throws it out of bounds. Cyril Stauffenberg probably likes the aggressiveness there, but not the execution of it. Timeout, Jessica Moretti. We're going to take the timeout too on mylocalradio.com. Join us after this. Back here on mylocalradio.com, where Mountain View will have it on offense in the front court here as they try to take the lead back. 5-4 the score, and Allie Bugas has it. Bugas with the ball up top. Over to Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford back over to Charity Harmon. Harmon on the right side now. Back over to Mitchell. Mitchell up top for 3. No good on that shot. Here comes Bugas with the rebound. Bugas chasing it down, gets it off to the corner where Lindy Herford has it. Back up top. 3 ball there. Wide miss. And Haley Stevens clearly not impressed with herself after missing that one by about a couple feet wide. Never really had a chance to go in. 5-4 the score here. 2:59 to play. Live on mylocalradio.com. Outside shot there, no good. Rebound pulled down by Mountain View. Here they come the other way. Haley Stevens pulls up her dribble, gives it over to Bugus. Bugus in the paint, no good. Misses that shot from in close. Rebound goes all the way out top. Nice save there. Haley Stevens in the corner. Charity Harmon spotting up for three. Charity Harmon's got it all. Charity Harmon from downtown gives Mountain View a 7-5 lead in this contest with 2:25 to play in quarter number 1. Foul at midcourt there. Charity Harmon a little too over-aggressive there. Obviously, you're not going to fault Charity for being as aggressive as she was. That is the way Charity Harmon plays, obviously picking up the foul, her first in the contest with 2:24 to play in quarter number 1. Gabby St. Clair gets the inbound in the backcourt, looking to go somewhere with it. Gets it over to her teammate Leah Brown, excuse me. Brown picks up the dribble. Corner, jump shot, no good there. And here comes Allie Bugus going the other way. Bugus drops it off. Harmon on the left side. Lindy Herford was open on the right side momentarily. She does get it after the defense rotates over. Sadie Mitchell down low, misses her own shot, gets a rebound though, and had the ball knocked out of her hands. And probably because she was hit on the hands there. Let's see if it is a shooting foul. It looks like it is. So a shooting foul here will send Sadie Mitchell to the free throw line. Mitchell got the start yesterday in place of Charity Harmon due to Harmon's illness. Sadie Mitchell, first free throw is up and good. The foul, by the way, called against Leah Brown. That is her second foul. So Leah Brown now with 2. Glances over at Cyril Stauffenberg on the Lander bench as he calls out instructions. She remains in the game, however, so Cyril, whether it's just lack of depth he has today or the trust he has for Leah Brown, the junior, she remains in the game. Free throw is missed, by the way, and here comes Mountain View on the same possession after getting another offensive rebound and another score. So Mountain View with a 3-point possession there. Now they have a 5-point lead, and they will have a chance for more. As a turnover at midcourt will give it right back to the Buffaloes. 10-5 here, 1:40 to play in quarter number 1. As Allie Bugus has it up top, looking to go somewhere with it. Moves towards her left. Haley Herford waits for the screen. Haley Stevens had an open 3, passed up on it, moved toward her right, gets it off to Bugus. Bugus cutting through the lane, gives it outside. Haley Herford misses it, an air ball on the 3, but it falls right through the hands of Sadie Mitchell and then into the hands of Allie Bugus, who saves it, kicks it out. Lindy Herford goes off the window and good. Gets it 2 more for the Buffalo there. 12-5 the score with 1:08 to play here in quarter number 1. So Mountain View has seemed to find the rhythm after the foul, after the timeout from Jessica Moretti. A foul called here in the backcourt. Let's see who this was called against. This will go against Haley Stevens, her first, but more concerning maybe for both teams. 4 fouls total for both teams here in the first quarter. So at this pace, we might see free throws at some point in the second quarter. Emma Crane drops it off, literally drops it off as she was going to the ground. And that shot from in close missed. And here comes Mountain View with the rebound, now going right to left on offense. Allie Bugus gives it over to Stevens. Stevens in the corner looking to go somewhere with it. Stevens moves towards the left, cuts in the lane, pulls up from about 5 feet away, comes up short. Sadie Mitchell chases after the rebound, gets it to Lindy Herford in the corner. St. Clair with the rebound, tried to toss it up ahead, but nice active defense from Mountain View to get their hands up in the passing lane, and they have another possession here after the turnover. Sadie Mitchell from the low block, up off the high glass, and scores it. And Mountain View is on a run here. 14-5, a 10-0 run for the Buffalo. Nearing the end of quarter number 1. Emma Crane has it taken out of her hands. She gets it back, trying to get it down low. Can't get it there. Haley Stevens with 3 on the clock. Does she realize she's going to have to put it up here? Long 3-point attempt. Just short there. And that is how quarter number 1 will come to an end. 14-5, Mountain View on a 10-0 run. Join us after this for more action from Mountain View, Wyoming.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Back here from Mountain View, Wyoming in the Uinta County. Can't see the possession arrow, but the official now points. It will be Mountain View ball to start the second quarter here. Mountain View currently on a 10-0 run in this second quarter of play. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes on the clock as we look to start the second quarter. Ball inbounded to Allie Bugis, who will start the offense for Mountain View. First possession here, currently on a 10-0 run. We'll look to continue that here in the second quarter. An extended 10-0 run. And Charity Harmon kind of stumbled there for a second, might have the ball fumbled in her hands, and then she kind of took a hop step there, so a traveling violation there. 7:46 to play before the halftime break, 14-5. Sarah Stauffenberg's team trying to come up with some offense. They had a 5-4 lead. Since that is now 14-5, Lander is trailing. Chance to get the offense started here in the second quarter. Dribbling down the lane, that's Stoinski. Gets it back out up top where Emma Crane has it. Emma Crane moving towards her left. Crane puts the ball above her head, picked up her dribble, trying to get it somewhere, and at 5 seconds is called. You can see that one happening as Emma Crane had nowhere to go with the ball. She was trying to get rid of it, but she had picked up the dribble, being closely guarded, so there's nowhere for her to go. In the 5-second violation called, it will go back to Mountain View here on the possession arrow, or on the possession after the turnover. Lindy Herford with the ball up top, over to Charity Harmon. Harmon calling out the offense, gets it over to Sadie Mitchell. Sadie Mitchell back to Bugis. Bugis moving towards her left. Haven't seen Haley Herford in a while on the court. Sadie Mitchell getting some quality minutes against 3A Northwest Lander today. Lindy Herford drops it off. Kylie Dellinger in for the first time. Fumbled it for a second, got the ball. Over to Sadie Mitchell. Screen set by Kylie for Allie. In the corner, Lindy Herford winds up with it, can't get the shot to go. Charity Harmon, the aggressiveness to push the rebound out to Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford drops it back into the corner. Three-pointer miss there. Lindy Herford trying to come up with the rebound, cannot. Inside, Lander comes away with it. Pressure being implemented once again from Mountain View as Lander crosses the timeline with it. From the outside, three-pointer banked in for Roni Ferris. Roni Ferris, not sure she meant to do that, but on Saturdays, banks stay open throughout the afternoon, I guess, here in the Uinta County. As Roni Ferris gets the Lander Tigers off the schneid there, ending a 10-0 Mountain View run. Charity Harmon trying to respond with a three of her own, can't get it. Allie Bugis gets a long rebound, still running around with it. Allie Bugis puts it up, a lot of contact throughout the lane, no call. Ball loose on the floor, and I believe just by process of elimination, they're going to call a jump ball here. Possession started with Mountain View on the quarter, so Lander has the arrow now, and we'll get the possession in the backcourt. Pressure from Bugis and Dellinger. Lindy Herford guarding the ball handler. Crossing the center line with it now. Pass intercepted. Here comes Bugis. Bugis tosses it ahead. Bugis pass to Kylie Dellinger. Kylie Dellinger banks it in and gets it to go. So Kylie Dellinger on the board for two more, and it's 16-8 with 5:20 to play before the halftime break. Wild lost control of it there. So Stauffenberg pointing at the sideline. I don't think he thought it was out of bounds there, as he'll continue to talk to the official as he crosses his path. But I would say it's possible for me to see just because of the position of the bleachers here. Being so close to the court, I could not see the sideline there. Mountain View with the ball, 16-8 the score. They lead and try to make it more. Allie Bugis comes up just short. It looked like it was perfectly on line from our view up here in the nooks and cranny of the top of the Mountain View bleachers. 5:05 to play. Lander with the ball, trying to inbound. They get it in. Pressure from Mountain View. And nearly turned over there, but Lander's able to get it across center court. Whitney Hansen with the ball up top. Hansen open for three. Short on that shot. Haley Herford pulls down the rebound. Herford back into the game for the first time in a while. Haley Herford turning around. Gets it over to Bugus. Bugus pointing to get Haley back into a position. Run some offense. Haley Stevens working towards her left. Drops it off to Haley Herford. Haley Herford gives it to Bugus in the corner. Peyton Porter into the game, by the way, on that last whistle. Tried to post up down low for Mountain View. Lindy Herford throws it inside to Peyton Porter, and Peyton Porter sees the ball deflect off of her hands. Out of bounds, so 16-8. Mountain View leading this one by 8. Turns the ball over. Another chance for Lander to cut that deficit by a few points. It's 14-5 after one quarter, and is it a timeout or a 5 seconds? The official is not my call. It's a timeout. We're going to take the timeout too with Settle, Stauffenberg, and Lander during this 30-second break.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Back here in Mountain View, where the Lander Tigers are down by 8. They'll have the possession in the backcourt. See if Mountain View wants to pressure them as they inbound here. 4:19 to play. Lander inbounding. A little bit of pressure from Mountain View in the backcourt. Haley Herford guarding the inbound, or guarding the ball handler, and I don't know if it was just intimidation or maybe moving before she had the ball. Demi Stauffenberg, the freshman, however, turns it over, and she traveled with it. So Mountain View back with the possession here, 16-8, almost midway through the first half. Haley Stevens puts it up and scores. Haley Stevens, an and one from in close on the left or right low block. Put the shot up through some contact. Made the basket and was fouled. Foul goes against. See, we'll wait until they update the score sheet. They have number 4 on the scoreboard, but I mean, just looking out on the court, Lander doesn't have a number 4 on the court. Okay, now they updated it. So it is number 5, Rachel Stoinski with the foul, her first. 19-8, the lead here for Mountain View. Lander with the ball in the deep right corner. Hansen back to Stoinski. Stoinski trying to go somewhere with it. Nice pass down low. Found Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg, maybe a little bit of luck, but she got the pass to go. Got the pass, and then once she was down there, got the easy basket, the easy lay-in. Lindy Herford over to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens down the lane, loses it, and it's out of bounds. Haley Stevens throws her hands up in frustration. I think she thought the ball was knocked out of her hands off of Lander, but it was not. Sadie Mitchell back in. Peyton Porter checking out for the Buffs. 19-10, 3:18 to play. Lander inbounding in the backcourt, going left to right on offense in their green uniforms. Allie Bugas tried to take a charge near midcourt, didn't get it to go. Stoinski with the ball on the baseline, 5-foot shot, no good. Wild pass, goes all the way into the corner. Can Sadie Mitchell track that down? Yes, she can, is the answer. But unfortunately for her, she turns it over right away. Mountain View doubling in the backcourt. See if Lander can get the momentum down the court, try to beat the defense down there, and Lindy Herford said, good luck trying to beat me down there, as she blocks it, saved in the corner. Haley Stevens with the steal. Haley Stevens goes up and is fouled. So Haley Stevens with 2 shots on the line. Coming up here, the foul called against Lander foul called against number 55, Gabby St. Clair. So St. Clair picks up her second foul. And Haley Herford's first free throw is good. So Haley will get another one at the line here. St. Clair remains in the game, also with those 2 fouls for Cyril Stauffenberg. And that free throw is long off the rim, but Mountain View is able to track it down in the deep corner. Back out up top to Bugus. Bugus moving towards her right with it now. A 10-point advantage. Mountain View has doubled up Lander here, almost at halftime. 20-10 the score. 2:25 to play before the break. Lindy Herford going down the right side of the lane, puts it up. Awkward looking shot. Almost got it to go. Instead got her own rebound, and she puts it up the second time from right in front of the basket. So maybe didn't like the angle from the right side. Got her own rebound. Says, all right, I'll try right from right in front of the hoop. And she scores. Steal by Mountain View. They almost turned it over, though. Throwing it down the court, and Haley Herford falling out of bounds. Did she call a timeout? She did. So timeout Mountain View. We're going to take this short commercial break on MyLocalRadio.com.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
1:59 to play before halftime. Nice save there from Haley Herford to call a timeout while she was about to fall out of bounds there. Saves the possession from Mountain View, so they have it in that deep corner on the baseline. Inbound goes to Herford. Up top, Bugus with it, crossing over. A nice job by Crane to stay with Bugus, and a foul is called. I think this is going to go against Mountain View, however. It will. Only the 5th foul against Mountain View, so no free throws just yet. Haley Herford and Bugus having some words at midcourt discussing what they were thinking on that inbounds play, maybe. Foul goes against Sadie Mitchell, if the scoreboard is correct at least. Her first. And that layup is up and good. So nice job there from Lander to beat the defense down the court and score there. 22-12 in the second quarter, about 90 seconds before the break. Haley Stevens misses the shot. Lander with the rebound. And a foul committed on Mountain View. The 6th team foul. Foul committed against Haley Stevens. Her second. So as Gabby St. Clair looks to cross the center line. Gets it across. Mountain View trying to go for the steal. Couldn't get it. Blocked in the corner. Lindy Herford. Turnaround jumper from Stauffenberg. No good after the block. And here comes Mountain View going the other way. Mountain View gets in the corner. Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford moving to her right. Gets it over to Haley Herford. Bugus. Over to Harmon. Harmon cutting through the defense like a butter and hot knife. Hot butter and a knife. And she misses the shot, however, from in close. 48 seconds to go, 22-12. Landon try to go into the break down by only single digits here. They're going to need to score and hold Mountain View to no more points. But here comes Mountain View after a steal of their own. Stevens from in close. Leans in. Gets it all over the rim and it drops. 24-12 the score with 28 seconds. Let's see if Cyril Stauffenberg's team holds it for one shot or they'll go aggressive as they played in the first half. Looks like the latter option there, and a jump ball is called and it's going to be Mountain View ball. So Cyril Stauffenberg's team does not wait, and now Mountain View might have what would be the final possession of half number one here. 24-12, 19.2 on the clock. Jessica Moretti calling out to Allie Bugas, saying maybe slow it down a little bit. We want this to be the final possession of half number one. Kylie Dellinger and Lindy Herford up top. Lindy Herford trying to throw it down low. Sadie Mitchell, nice pass in the bucket there. Missed, however, with 5 seconds to go. Here comes Lander. Do they see the clock? 2 on the clock, 1 second. Do they get the shot away? No, they do not. Would not have counted even had it gone in. And that's how half number one comes to an end. Live on mylocalradio.com. The score 24-12, Mountain View. It hasn't been a perfect half of basketball, but it's been good enough for Jessica Moretti and her team. They have doubled up the Lander Tigers. A little bit short on their roster today with some girls going down to an illness, but 24-12 the score. We'll be back after this for the mylocalradio.com halftime show brought to you by mylocalradio.com. Please join us after this commercial break.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the Tire Professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Some folks say that life can be measured in seasons. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, we have vehicles for every season. From new to experienced drivers, we understand that safety, affordability, and great mileage are always on the must-have list. So whether you're just starting out or it's time to expand your fleet, we've got every season covered. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Stop in today, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Back here from Mountain View, Wyoming, where the Lander Valley Lady Tigers trail the Mountain View Lady Buff game on the same exact stream. Make sure you keep it live as the Lander Valley Tigers, number 2 in the 3A Northwest classification, number 2 in the entire 3A classification, number 1 in 3A Northwest in that little quadrant that they have up there, against the number 1 team in the quadrant out of the Southwest. The Mountain View Buffs going to be in a heated battle following this game. That'll be the Lander Valley Tigers, the number 2 team in the entire 3A classification. We're going to play the Mountain View Buffs following this on mylocalradio.com. So obviously that is after this game concludes, but we've got a good one here. Another second half coming up live on mylocalradio.com. The first half, 24-12. Obviously, Lander had some ups and downs in that first half. They had a 5-4 lead, and then Mountain View burst out to a 10-0 run. That gave them a 14-5 advantage, and then after that point, Mountain View was up by 9 at the break at the end of 1. They have extended their lead to 12 here as we look to begin the third quarter in a few moments. You can see some of the Mountain View boys over in the bleachers just kind of checking out their competition as they're out on the floor. One player to watch in particular for the Lander Valley Tigers will be Niehi Black. Niehi Black got about 9 or 10. I'm not sure of the exact total, the exact count. He had about 9 or 10 blocks in that game against Lyman on Thursday evening. He was ball hawking for sure, and he was just finding wherever the ball was going to be, and he kind of elevated and was able to get a couple huge blocks for that team. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that last weekend I was at Ethity, Wyoming for Wyoming Indian and Lyman, a basketball game there, and I thought I had been talking to somebody while I was making my trip there, maybe when I was in Riverton for the night, staying at the Wind River Hotel and Casino, and I think it was there that I had heard that Lander, some kids from Lander, it is open enrollment for the kids also on the reservations. So I think that, if I'm not mistaken, or if that person was not mistaken that I was speaking to, I'm pretty sure if you live on the reservation or, in the town of Ethity or something like that, in the area there, it's open enrollment, and then you can go to Lander. So some players obviously might want to go to Wyoming Indian to play basketball. Other players might come to Lander. I'm not exactly sure if any of those players on the court for Lander are using that open enrollment to go to Lander. Particularly Niehi Black. Obviously, the name like Niehi, that is not a common name. That's the only reason I bring that up. Not to stereotype or anything like that, but I'll try to figure that out maybe from Stu Mullins before the game if I get a chance to go down onto the court and talk to him before today's contest. So we're about 2 minutes away from tip-off here for the start of the second half. Not tip-off. There's no official tip-off, but we're about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half here from Mountain View, Wyoming, where the Mountain View Buffs, the Lady Buffs, lead by 12. 24-12 the score, with just under 2 minutes before we resume action here from the Uintah County. Should be an interesting second half. We'll have to see how both teams come out. Obviously, Cyril Stauffenberg working with maybe a depleted lineup, or from what he's used to at the very least, because of some illnesses, some sickness that has come down in his team, and haven't been able to get that full roster that he is usually accustomed to playing with. Cyril Stauffenberg's team still yet to return to the floor here with about a minute before we resume action. Meanwhile, the Mountain View Lady Buffs are out on the court. They're getting some shots up, and now they have come back to the bench where Jessica Moretti looks to give them some final words of advice here. Cyril Stauffenberg's team finally emerges out of the locker room here. So about 35 seconds to tip off, or start of the second half here. 24-12 the score, live on mylocalradio.com. The Buffs and the Lady Tigers trying to get a win here. A matchup we might or might not be able to see for regionals at the end of the month in Warland, Wyoming, when the Buffs and the Tigers play.
Hey, sir. Excuse me, sir. Thanks. What? Yeah, you should. You're right.
Starting the second half here from Wyoming, Mountain View, Wyoming. Gabby St. Clair down low, gets the rebound after a missed shot. Second opportunity, St. Clair down low, and there it is, another basket for Leah Brown. Leah Brown scores with 7:40 to play. Starting the second half scoring, Leah Brown. Charity Harmon with it, up top. Harmon moving towards her right. Haley Herford drops it off. Haley Herford misses that, and a foul is called against Mountain View, I believe, on the rebound. After the rebound was gotten by Lander, a foul committed, so Lander opens up the scoring in the second half. 7:24 to play before the 7:24 to play in the third quarter here. Live on mylocalradio.com. That is Stauffenberg getting it into Gabby St. Clair. St. Clair working towards her left. St. Clair turning around on the low block, putting it up. No good on the shot. That is Haley Stevens with the rebound. Stevens with the ball. 7 minutes to go. Here in quarter number 3, 24-14 the score. Live on mylocalradio.com. Haley Stevens on the left side, and she opens up the scoring for Mountain View in the second half. 27-14 here in the third quarter. 6:45 remaining. 13-point lead for Mountain View, looking to extend that lead to the largest it has been all day, all evening, or all afternoon. Just before 3 o'clock local time here in Wyoming on this Saturday afternoon, Super Bowl weekend. A big sports weekend, especially for me. I'm a huge Rams fan, have been a Rams fan all my life, so I'll be a mess tomorrow watching the Rams hopefully win a Super Bowl. I'll be over at the Legal Tender in Evanston, Wyoming. If you're in Evanston or you want to make a trip to Evanston, they're having some door prizes and some contests there at Evanston for the Legal Tender restaurant and bar there. Should be a fun time. Emma Crane working towards her right. Gets it over to Roni Ferris. Trying to get it into Stauffenberg. Leah Brown throws it down low. Turning around. That is Roni Ferris scoring 2 more. And with 5:55 to play here in quarter number 3, the lead for Mountain View at 11. Haley Stevens trying to answer right away from the corner. Can't get it to go. Misses that shot. And here comes Lander the other way. Blocked down low. And Haley Stevens looks down at her feet. She was out of bounds as she grabbed the ball. Sadie Mitchell at the table will check in here. Inbounding down low is Demi Stauffenberg. Roni Ferris over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg loses it, and so does Lindy Herford, unfortunately, as she had the ball and then I believe dribbled it off of her foot out of bounds and back to Lander. So Lander has it crossing over in the front court, going right to left on offense. That is Roni Ferris. Ball is loose on the floor. Haley Stevens picks it up, going left to right on offense. Here she comes down the court and misses the runner. Rebound for Lander as they try to push the pace a little bit, speed some things up, and maybe get some quick offense. Ronnie Ferris on the left side now. Back out up top to Whitney Hansen. On the right side, Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg back out up top. Ronnie Ferris, another open three. Excuse me, that was not Ferris. That was Emma Crane from downtown. Emma Crane trims that Mountain View lead down to 8. Closest it has been since the opening seconds of the second half here. 4:40 to play, quarter number 3, 27-19 the score. Haley Stevens cutting in, misses the shot. And I believe Emma Crane was out of bounds when she tried to save it to her teammate. 27-19, 4:35 to play in quarter number 3. Haley Herford down low, throws it to her twin sister, Lindy Herford, and Lindy Herford scores. Can't get much easier than that. There's a backdoor kind of twirl around move there from Lindy Herford to find herself open on that low block. And once she got it there was no way she wasn't going to score. Cutting through all the way through the defense there was Whitney Hansen. Whitney Hansen got all the way to the basket, maybe realized how open she was. Had a little bit more time, and she misses the shot, however. Bugis, wild attempt, missed. And Charity Harmon with the rebound, trying to throw it across court and throw it right into the hands of Ronnie Ferris for Lander, and a palming violation, a carrying violation going to be called here as Lander got it into the front court. Saw that the other day as well, maybe last night, I can't remember exactly if it was Thursday or Friday, and I pointed it out then. That's a call you don't often see either in high school, college, or NBA. Happens more often than you think. Sometimes the officials have to be looking for it. Lindy Herford cutting along the baseline, winds up on the right side of the rim, and scores. So Lindy Herford with 2 more. Herford's got the last 4, and it's 31-19 the score, live on mylocalradio.com. Stauffenberg up top, over to her teammate, Whitney Hansen. Hansen gives it off. Ferris 3, back rimmed it, no good. Crane with the rebound, and she has that blocked out of bounds. And Gabby St. Clair coming back in. So St. Clair got a short respite there, but she is back into the contest looking to get some more size and height in for the Lander Valley Lady Tigers. That shot is missed, however, and here comes Mountain View going left to right on offense. Hitting the deck there is Cherry Harmon, quickly back on her feet. Over to Bugis in the corner. Charity Harmon for 3. Harmon, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lander, looking to outlet it. 1-on-2 going the other way, and Charity Harmon comes in from behind, steals away, but getting it right back is Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg overpowering the Mountain View defense on that little possession, and with 2:57 to go, going to the free throw line will be the freshman Demi Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg showing, hey, I might be a freshman, but you're not going to be able to push me around, especially a smaller player like Allie Bugis or Charity Harmon. I've not seen any Casey Bugis today. Casey Bugis, I had it pointed out to me earlier today that Casey Bugis is the sister of Allie Bugis. I think I said they were cousins yesterday. They do have a cousin. Bailey Henstra is cousins with Casey and Allie, but Allie and Casey are sisters. So senior Allie Bugis and freshman, now a varsity player in Casey Bugis. Dropping it down low, Sadie Mitchell going all the way to the hoop and scoring 2 more. And it's 33-19 with 2:45 to play here in quarter number 3 as Mountain View extends the lead back to 14. So 6-0 run after the deficit was 8 for Lander. Gabby St. Clair using the screen, coming around it, and she missed everything on that shot. And she'll have to go down to the other end of the court and play some defense after that air ball. .231 to play, 33-19 the score, with 2:31 in the third quarter. Mountain View up by 14 on the scoreboard, wearing their white uniforms, going left to right on offense. Bugis gives it over to Stevens. Stevens cutting through the lane. Stevens puts it up and scores, whims it around and gets it to drop. Stevens claps for herself after that one. 35-19 the score. And almost dropping out of bounds. Yes, it is dropped out of bounds, believe it or not. It will be another Mountain View possession here. Chance to extend that lead just a bit more. (35-19) the score, 1:58 to play. Foul committed against Gabby St. Clair. That is St. Clair's third personal foul. So St. Clair with 3. She's over by Sarah Stauffenberg right now, getting some instructions from her coach. First free throw from Lindy Herford was good. She'll get another one at the line here with just under 2 minutes to play. 36-19 the score. And make it 37-19 as Lindy Herford goes 2 for 2 from the line, and now it's an 18-point advantage, the largest lead of the day for either team. Stauffenberg trying to trim into that deficit, can't get that shot to go high off the glass, but the rebound falls right into the hands of Rachel Stoinski, the junior, who lays it in. So sometimes it's better to be lucky as far as position where you are on the court than maybe a skilled position there, as Stoinski was just happening to be in the right place to get the rebound and score. Herford goes up, had the ball knocked out of her hand. Outlet pass goes all the way down the court. Turning, spinning, no good on the first shot. Second attempt from Stoinski, no good. A third attempt, however, will come in as Lander gets 2 offensive rebounds on that possession. And I believe that's going to be Whitney Hansen walking herself to the free throw line. Hey. Hansen at the free throw line for 2 shots. Hansen's first free throw is up and good. Oh, jeez. Second free throw from Hansen is up, no good. Rebound for Mountain View, and here they come. Going left to right on offense here. 37-21, 1:12 to go here in quarter number 3. 16-point advantage. Haley Stevens puts it up on the left side, no good. Rebound for Mountain View. Lindy Herford puts it up on the left side, no good. Peyton Porter coming in, fighting for the rebound, can't get it to go. And a foul is called against Mountain View. This one will walk us down the other way. It will be a Mountain View turnover after the foul was called against Haley Stevens, her third foul of the contest, so not in danger of necessarily fouling out just yet, but with 3 fouls, have to be cautious. 16-point lead for the Buffs, however. Leah Brown gets it to the corners. A corner where Stoinski has it. Stoinski along baseline 2. Gets it to go, and it's a 14-point game, 37-23, 35 seconds on the clock here before the end of quarter number 3. Lindy Herford putting it up, rolling it around the rim, gets it to drop. 2 more for the Herfords. 20 seconds to play in the third quarter before we conclude the action in the final frame following this one. 9 seconds on the clock here. Stauffenberg picks up her dribble, had it knocked out of her hand, looking to get it to her teammate. 5 seconds on the clock. Do they even realize? Shot at the buzzer, gonna be wide there as Emma Crane laughs that one off, and that will be how the third quarter ends. So we're gonna take a commercial break live on mylocalradio.com. 39-23 the score here as we approach the fourth quarter live on mylocalradio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Back to action from Mountain View, Wyoming. It will be a Mountain View possession here, going left to right on offense, so tilt the camera that way. 39-23, 16-point lead for the Buffs here. 7:55 to play in this contest. 3A Northwest Lander is 3A Southwest Mountain View. And a nice land to start the fourth quarter scoring for Haley Stevens. She's had a nice afternoon here on this Super Bowl weekend. Scoring another 2 points there. 41-23, an 18-point lead once again for the Buffaloes. They've had it at 18 a couple times in this contest. Mountain View, a tremendous defensive team, have only allowed 23 tonight. Kind of on par with what they would expect to have, and a 5-second violation. Fortunately for Lander on that possession, they had two girls run into each other on their own team in Lander. Both girls went to the ground, so that really limited the options for the ball handler. After she picked up her dribble, she really had nowhere to go with the ball, and then eventually a 5-second violation was called. So another turnover. We'll give it back to Mountain View here. 41-23, 7:08 to play. Harmon on the right wing. Harmon, after deciding not to pass it, shoots the long three right in front of Jessica Moretti and her bench. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes in the corner. Leah Brown has to go somewhere with it, and she goes right into the Mountain View bench. Charity Harmon saves it, but saves it right back to Lander, so maybe not the best decision to save that basketball. And Emma Crane in the backcourt again. Or Leah Brown in the backcourt again. Brown sticks her hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? A timeout call for Sarah Stauffenberg. We're going to take this full timeout on mylocalradio.com.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
.6:45 to play. Lander is going to be inbounding right at midcourt here. 41-23 the score. Inbound goes to Roni Ferris. Roni Ferris using a screen from Leah Brown. Ferris back to Brown up top. Brown going towards her right. Gets it off to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg ball fakes. Drives down the paint. Puts it up off the window. And gets it to go. So two more there. 41-25. Lander fans cheering. 6:20 to play here. 16-point lead for Mountain View. Mountain View will look to try to get another home victory over a 3A Northwest team today. This will be the only time they'll see any of the 3A Northwest teams. So they'll be able to see the top team from the 3A Northwest and Lander as it stands right now. However, they won't get a chance to see the other teams in action, at least on the court against them, until the end of the month when they play in regionals at Worland. Traveling violation called there with 5:54 on the clock. Lander once again has it going right to left here, down by 16. Offense going to need to pick up in a hurry if they want to try to come back in this one. Stauffenberg moving to her right, loses possession of it. Here comes Bugis trying to race through and split two defenders going the other way. She does. She gets all the way to the basket. Allie Bugis, the quickest player on the court, scores a transition layup. 43-25, 5:35 to play here before the end of this game. Reminder, stay tuned for a boys basketball game following this live on mylocalradio.com. That shot is missed. Second opportunity. Now a third opportunity. No, not a third opportunity. 2 offensive rebounds for Leah Brown, but she was not able to get a third shot up there on that possession. Lindy Herford. Herford gives it back to Bugus. Bugus with the ball up top. Bugus moving towards her left. Gets it back to Haley Herford. Haley Herford driving down the lane. Gets it up, and that shot is no good. 43-25. 5 minutes to play in this game. Ferris gives it off. Driving down the lane. Crane. No good to get. No good on that one. Short hop the rim. 43-25. 4:40 left in this contest. Mountain View in the white, going left to right on offense. Bugus drops it off to Stevens. Stevens ball fakes, drives down the baseline, gives it over to Herford. Herford had her arm ripped around, no call, but maybe better for her because she was kind of ripped in the direction towards the basket, and she scores. So Lindy Herford staying resilient, sticking with the play, gets it to go. Rowdy Ferris stepping inside the three-point line for that long 2. Can't get it to go. Rebound down low. Pulled down by Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg, wild attempt, no good. And here comes Mountain View going the other way. 4 minutes on the clock. Halfway through the final quarter. Mountain View a 20-point lead. Looking to make it a little bit more. Haley Stevens misses the shot. Lindy Herford with the rebound. Charity Harmon right down the lane is hacked as she got out to the elbow extended. And some substitutions coming in here for Mountain View as both the Herford twins and Charity Harmon checking out. Peyton Porter, Sadie Mitchell, and Kylie Dellinger enter. A couple substitutions as well for Lander. Throw it in. Sadie Mitchell trying to elevate and get the pass. She does on the low block. Kicks it back out to Dellinger. Dellinger up top. 3:45 to play. 20-point lead for Mountain View. Allie Bugus still in the game, working hard. Can't get that shot to go, but the rebound goes out to Kylie Dellinger. Dellinger throws it back down low. Sadie Mitchell goes up. A foul on the shot attempt here. And a 20-point lead with 3:34 to play. Mountain View has a chance to get it above 20. And Sadie Mitchell has 2 free throws. Mitchell at the line. Ferris charged with the foul. No, they just updated the scoreboard. Excuse me, that is Emma Crane's first foul of the contest. Only the third against Lander, so no free throws just yet on every foul, but obviously free throws on the shooting foul, and 0 for 2 attempts there for Sadie Mitchell as she races back down the court after Lander chases down the rebound. Emma Crane pulling up, free throw line jumper, no good, hard off the backboard. Bugus pulls down the rebound, crosses over, looking to do it herself, going down to the right side, kicks it back out, slows things up. Haley Stevens says, I'm open, I'll shoot a 3, and I'll make that 3. 23-point lead for the Buffs. Looking to put away 3A Northwest Lander in this one. Lander obviously playing out without a couple of their starters today due to illness and a timeout. After that, 3-pointer is good. And Sarah Stauffenberg wants to talk it over. Looks like a full timeout. We're going to take this timeout too on mylocalradio.com.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Back here for the final 3 minutes of action from Mountain View, Wyoming in the Uintah Counties. Uintah County. 48-28 the score. Back-to-back threes from both teams. Sadie Mitchell up top to Haley Stevens with the last three. It's Casey Bugas. I mentioned her a little bit earlier. Casey Bugas, a freshman. Moved up to varsity action yesterday against Kemmerer, sitting the bench and playing some good minutes there. I talked with head coach Jessica Moretti. She said she was impressed with Casey Bugas and how she seemed to be an intense player, but not out of control. Had a high intensity, but not too much, and certainly worked for her yesterday. Hopefully she'll get some more varsity minutes in today's action as well as she's out on the court. Bugas, the sister of Allie Bugas. You'll see her over the next few years on the varsity level, and she'll hopefully get into a larger role for this team. Obviously, as a freshman, she has a lot of room to grow. 48-28, 1:50 to play in the game. And Kylie Dellinger, nice move from the three-point line to get inside right near the paint and missed the jumper, however, and Lander pulls down the rebound, coming the other way. Lander putting up the shot from outside. No good. Emma Crane on the three there. Rebound for Mitchell. Mitchell over to Haley Stevens with 90 seconds remaining in this contest. Reminder to stay tuned for boys basketball action following this live on mylocalradio.com. Number 2 in the 3A Northwest, Lander Tigers. Playing a top 5 opponent in the Mountain View Buffalo. Both teams number 1 in their respective quadrants as well. Divisions, Northwest versus Southwest. So top matchup in the 3A, at least the 3A West today. Kylie Dellinger, not quite done yet, trying to drive down the right side of the lane, misses the shot from in close, and Gabby St. Clair pulling down the rebound, looking to outlet. Ball is knocked around, Emma Crane with it. On the outside now, back to St. Clair. St. Clair ball fakes, and a timeout called with exactly 60 seconds remaining. So Cyril Stauffenberg trying to get these younger players, or maybe some more of these more inexperienced players, some more varsity run time, trying to get some plays in, call a few what he hopes will be winning plays. So as I said in the game, in our game coverage a little bit earlier, Cyril Stauffenberg and the Lander Tigers actually have an advantage of being able to say they've seen all 4 3A Southwest teams. They played Lyman on Thursday. They play Mountain View today, and next week it's Pinedale and Big Piney on the schedule for them. So they'll have a chance to know, no matter who they play at the regionals, they will have seen every single team. So whether it's Big Piney or Pinedale, Lyman or Mountain View, they know that they at least should know what to expect. Maybe more than just a team that hasn't seen them or familiar. Ball inbounded up top to Ryan Bell, freshman. Knocked out of play. It is Lander ball. Sadie Mitchell out. Henstra in. Henstra, Porter, Haley Stevens, Casey Bugas, and Kylie Dellinger. Casey Bugas gets right in on the action, kind of kicked the ball away, not called, but she got away with a steal there. 45 seconds to play in the game. Up top, Haley Stevens with it now, 20-point lead. As Mountain View looks to close it out, Bugas looked at the basket as if she was going to attempt a long three. Instead, gets it to Porter. Porter drops it down low. Bailey Henshaw sitting on that low block. Scores to make it 50-28, so 50 points on the night. On the day, a good offensive output for the Mountain View Lady Buffalo. I'm going to be happy that they got the win here today. 50-28 to score. So we approach the final 20 seconds. From the corner, St. Clair, baseline jumper, no good. Bailey Henshaw with the rebound. Gets it out to Haley Stevens. Final 10 on the clock. Stevens launches it ahead. Maybe not the smart decision. Up by 22 with 7 seconds, but ball goes out of bounds, and Lander has it for the final 5 seconds. Let's see if they can shoot the ball here. On the outside, Stauffenberg for 3, and that will do it as the game ends 50-28. The final score live from Mountain View, Wyoming, where the Mountain View Lady Buffs wind up winning this one 50-28. Reminder, stay tuned for boys basketball action coming up right after this, live on mylocalradio.com. I'm going to stop down, talk to Dustin Reese and Stu Mullins about their team and what to expect today. Join us following this for boys action right away from mylocalradio.com. Back here live from Mountain View, Wyoming. Just talked to both coaches, Stu Mullins for the Lander Tigers and, of course, Dustin Reese for the Mountain View boys. And both coaches had some interesting things to say about this matchup and what to expect today as both teams look to get a conference win, a 3A conference win. It'll be an interesting game to see as Mountain View, obviously, their second game of the week, having played last night against Kemmerer. This will be Lander's third game of the week. They played on Tuesday, got a win. Thursday they played against Lyman, also got that win. And tonight, or today, it's about 3:22, so it's still today. Today they will play against the Mountain View Buffs in what should be the game of the day. Niehi Black going to be a huge factor in the game today for Lander. They don't really, as Dustin Reese was telling me, head coach of the Mountain View Buffs, they don't really go into Niehi Black a lot down low. And he said that they're almost going to try to push him into doing that more. And obviously it's a scary thing. Niehi Black had a couple dunks in that Lyman game. But Niehi Black obviously has a height advantage, but doesn't really get the ball a lot down low. It's mostly offensive rebounds when he has the ball on the low block. So Dustin Reese said, yeah, we're going to chase him off the three-point line. It's a team that has over 120 makes from three this season, and a team that loves to shoot the ball from downtown. So he said, yeah, we're going to make sure that they don't get those open threes from the outside. Sometimes they were getting those against the Lyman Eagles on Thursday. We're going to make sure that they don't get those, and we are going to try our very best to run them off the line, and hopefully they'll go inside to Niehi Black, and then if they start to do that in excess, we might double them up with Hunter Meeks, Colby Reese, Braeden Walk, some of those bigger bodies for Mountain View down low. So it should be an interesting contest here for Mountain View. 3A Northwest Lander against 3A Southwest Mountain View. Both teams number one in their respective division/quadrants. The Buffs looking to protect their home court. Lander traveling from the north down to the south here, where this Wyoming clash will be a good one. So 5+ minutes before tip-off here. We're going to take a short commercial break on the MyLocalRadio.com pregame show, brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. Please join us after this for starting lineups, tip-off, and much more from the Uintah County Mountain View against Lander coming up right after this.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Back here from Mountain View, Wyoming, just a couple minutes away from tip-off here between the Lander Valley Tigers and the Mountain View Buffs, in what should be a heavily contested matchup, 3A matchup between the Northwest team, the Lander Tigers, and the 3A Southwest Mountain View Buffs. Just a couple minutes away from tip-off here. Starting lineups ready to be announced. This is going to be the same starting 5 for the Lander Valley Tigers as it was against Lyman the other night. Go over those as they are being announced. Dustin Reese, Lonnie Meeks, Madsen, and Brett Walk, the coaching staff for the Mountain View Buffs, ready in their last minute instructions in. So as I said, the same starting 5 for the Lander Valley Tigers as it was on Thursday night. I'll go over those as they are announced. Niehi Black going to be a huge factor in tonight's contest. Let's see if he puts up the numbers that he was on Thursday against Lyman.
Junior number 10, Trayshawn Spoonhunter.
Trayshawn Spoonhunter.
6'5", junior number 11, Miyagi Black.
Niehi Black.
6 foot junior number 24, Ty Massey.
Ty Massey. Max Mazzari. And Antonio Kwando going to be the starting 5. The starting 5 announced here for the Lander Tigers. They'll be wearing their black uniforms with the green trim down the sides. Meanwhile, the Mountain View Buffs are going to be wearing their white uniforms with the purple trim down the sides.
I'm not him. That's not him.
Sorry, some gentleman called out like I was calling the names out wrong. Kimball Madsen with the ball. Kimball Madsen being announced. Sorry, I just threw me off. An older gentleman in front of me turned around very angry from Lander because the PA announcer called out the wrong name or said the pronunciation wrong. But I'm not the PA announcer, I'm just the radio guy. So Kimball Madsen, Braeden Walk, Trenton Wells, Brigham Blumell. And Colby Reese, the starting 5. So he's ready to get set, ready to get underway here. Well, got my comedy for the evening there. Ready for the tip here. Should be a fast-paced game if it goes Lander's way. Mountain View wins the tip all the way into the back corner where Kimball Madsen takes it. Lander and Mountain View, we are underway here. Mountain View with the first offensive possession of the game. Trenton Wells throws it into Brigham Blumell. Brigham Blumell back out to Braeden Walk, and Braeden Walk hits one from the 6-foot volleyball line, way behind the line, and he opens up the scoring 3-0. Mountain View with the lead here, 7.5 to play in quarter number 1. Yehi Black just inside the 3-point line, misses that shot. Colby Reese gets the rebound, and here comes Mountain View looking to make it a 2-possession lead on their first 2 possessions on offense. Brigham Blumell turning, spinning, and winning. Brigham Blumell 2 points down low. Quickly down the other way. Here comes Lander trying to beat the defense down there, and they do. A 2-point basket from Ty Massey, as he was literally the first one down there, and Mountain View struggled to get back defensively. Dustin Reese calling out to his team. He wants some better defensive hustle after scoring the basket. Trenton Wells throws it to the free throw line. Blumell on the outside. Braeden Walk with it on the left side. Moving towards his right. Gets back to Wells on the right side. Madsen back to Walk on the left side. Walk ball faking, driving in, getting it back out to Wells. Wells to Madsen in the corner. Madsen back to Wells. Passing around here for Mountain View, taking their time on this offensive possession. 1.5 minutes gone, 5-2 lead. Mountain View has scored on each possession. Kimball Madsen finish off a nice pass from Braeden Walk. The alley-oop, a lob right at the basket. Kimball Madsen elevated and laid it in. 7-2 the score here. Down low, missed shot. And Braeden Walk gets it, he almost got it. Ball tipped out to the corner, back out up top. Kwando misses long on the 3. You'll see a lot of that today, a lot of 3-point attempts from Lander, and Braeden Walk decides to shoot a 3 of his own, misses wide right. Kwando pulling down the rebound, getting it out to Massey. Massey on the right side, cuts inside the free throw line. High block, and he gets 2 more. So 7-4 the score here. A very high-paced action. I asked Dustin Reese if he was going to play at a high pace. Obviously, Lander wants to get down, up and down as quickly as possible. He said, I really don't know our pace this season. Sometimes we play high intensity. Sometimes we like to slow it down a little bit. So I can't really say if we're going to play at our pace because I don't know what our pace is. So with 5.5 to play here, 7-4 the lead for Mountain View. The 3 from Braeden Walk, the difference early in this contest. From the corner, a charge called. It was a good 3-pointer from the corner from Trayshawn Spoonhunter, but take it off the board. Do not count it because a nice charge was taken in the paint from Mountain View. And here comes Lander defending. Spoonhunter in the backcourt, the only man pressuring Braeden Walk. Charge, by the way, called on Kwando, who drove through the lane there, barreling over the Mountain View defense. Colby Reese in the corner. Braeden Walk throws it down low. Brigham Blumell puts it up. Blumell fouled from behind. He's going to get an opportunity at the free throw line as Braeden Walk made the nice entry pass inside to Brigham Blumell. Blumell waited for the defender to jump up in the air, got him off of his feet, and got the foul called. That was Yehi Black, something that we saw a ton on Thursday evening. Yehi Black had about 10 blocks against Lyman. Most of them were all clean, by the way, as well. Not many fouls. So that was a nice shot from Brigham Blumell to realize who was around him, and Yehi Black, who goes for the blocks about 90% of the time, not just going to stand up there with his hands straight up, playing good defense. He'll go for the block, that spectacular play. So Black charged with the foul, his first, something to watch out for there. As Ozzaddy O'Neal checks back in for Lander. Or checks in for Lander, I should say. And that free throw missed. So 0 for 2 from the line there for Mountain View, an empty trip. On the other side, Ty Massey missing that long attempt there. And Kimball Madsen pulls down the rebound, looking to go the other way. Madsen over to his teammate. Ball is tipped away into the backcourt. Here comes Lander trying to go all the way. Quando misses in close. Braeden Walk pulls away with the ball, and 4:40 to go. Mountain View has it. Talked to Stu Mullins, head coach for Mountain View, and that was something, for Lander, excuse me. Braeden Walk, a deep three, misses that one long. Brigham Bluebell trying to sky to get the rebound. Tried to tap it away, could not. In the corner, winding up with it. A three-ball, Trayshawn Spoonhunter, no good on that one, so Spoonhunter misses from the deep corner. Trenton Wells turning around with it. Over to Madsen. Madsen throws it to Reese. Reese cutting in the lane. Nice runner there. Can't get it to go. Brigham Bluebell with the rebound. Can't get that shot to go. He's blocked. So the first block of the game there. And here comes Lander the other way. Quando out to Mazzari. Mazzari throws it back to the corner where Spoonhunter has it. Spoonhunter crossing over. Spoonhunter in the corner. Back to Quando up top to reset some things with 3:45 to go. Lander working on offense left to right, and Trayshawn Spoonhunter's got it going right. He's got the three, and it's 7-all here with 3.5 to play in the opening quarter. Braeden Walk and Spoonhunter both with a three-pointer early in this contest. A couple missed free throws from Mountain View. Well, the reason they are not in the lead right now. Braeden Walk over to Trenton Wells. Madsen up top, and Reese, he traveled with that one. He was inside the three-point line, and before he passed the ball, he wound up outside of the three-point line. Usually a good indication of a traveling violation there. Pretty obvious and clear to see that he shuffled the feet. Didn't object to it, by the way, just kind of ran back on defense, so he knew. 7-all here, 3:10 to play. Spoonhunter with the ball up top. Spoonhunter in the corner, gives it off. Mazzari for three. Mazzari's got it in the first lead for Lander. Is at 10-7. So Mazzari from downtown. Dustin Reese, as I said before the game, told me he was going to try to get his team to run those shooters off the line. It's been a couple open threes from the corner for Lander. Obviously not going to be impressed is Dustin Reese. Nice baseline jumper there from Hunter Meeks. He got himself in position and swished that shot through. So 10-9 the score, 2:35 to play. A foul is called as Braeden Walk comes in to try to steal that one away. Ozzaddy O'Neal had the ball before the foul. Nahi Black still on the bench here for the Lander Tigers. Up top, Spoonhunter wide open. Spoonhunter is not going to miss that one. Spoonhunter, one of the most effective three-point shooters to this team. They have a lot of them. But for a team that makes over 120 three-pointers, has made over 123 pointers this season, you can't just leave them open like that. Spoonhunter, his second wide open three that he's made. He also made one earlier, but it was taken off the board, but do that charging foul. So Spoonhunter can't leave him open. Foul inside as Kimball Madsen had to go down low to get the ball and was hacked. 13-9 the score. 3 3-pointers for the Lander Valley Tigers. They average about 11 or 12 a game, so that will be something to watch out for the Buffs. In the corner, Colby Reese going to try three of his own. Back rimmed it in. He got the shooter's roll at home. Nice little friendly rims here in Uintah County as that one goes straight up and pops back in. Colby Reese from downtown narrows the deficit to 1. 13-12 the score here with 1:50 to play. Back in the corner, another open three. This one rims out. Duke got lucky there. Brian Sinclair had 20 points on Thursday night. He misses his first shot of the afternoon here on Saturday. Stepping into the shot there, no good from Mazzari. Rebound pulled down. And Colby Reese will slow things down after he crosses midcourt. Braeden Walk now on the right side with 1:25 to go. Kimball Madsen at the free throw line. Madsen turns, gives it back to Walk. Walk looked like he was going to shoot a three, passed up on it. Hits the ball back up top. Reese on the right side, open. Defense rotates in front of him. Reese throwing it inside to Kimmel Madsen. Back up top to Reese in the corner. Braeden Walk pump faked, and no, he actually did leave his feet there. So Walk tried to pump fake, but unfortunately for him, he actually did leave his feet there. So the traveling, the up and down violation being called there. I think Braeden had it in his mind that he was going to shoot the ball, and then he saw the defense jumping at him, lunging at him, and he thought, all right, maybe I won't get this off, so he tried to pass it, but just a little too late. Down low, it was Addie O'Neal turning around, spinning, no good off the rim. Rebound fought for O'Neal. That rebound is no good. And the ball goes into the corner. It will be Mountain View ball. That was Bryant Sinclair on the second shot, by the way, not O'Neal. And Yehi Black back into the game. Ozadi O'Neal charged with the foul. So that's Ozadi O'Neal's second foul. He was in the game for only a few minutes and picked up both of his first fouls there. So back into the game is Yehi Black with his one foul. Don't want to pick up his second for Stu Mullins' team. Braeden Walk wide open on the left side and rimmed all the way out. Looked like it was halfway down before it popped out, and here comes Lander going the other way. Down the lane, putting it up, a charge! Nice job there from Colby Reese. Colby Reese stepping in, taking the contact and drawing a charge. This one's going to be called against Peja Cook. Peja Cook, a little bit too strong in the paint there. Had a couple shooters on the outside open. I think he might have been trying to drive and kick. Drive and kick might have been his best option there. 13-12 the score, 12 seconds to go before the end of quarter number one. Ball thrown inside, Brigham Bloom out, back out. Trenton Wells throwing it, Hunter Meeks fumbles it and loses possession. Back to Walk, Walk with one on the clock, can he put it up? No! Trenton Wells had it down low, but there was a host of defenders down there, so 13-12 the score. Mountain View trailing after one to the number 2 team in the 3A classification. Join us for more basketball action after this commercial break.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Back here in Mountain View, Wyoming, where the Buffaloes trail by one after one quarter. Should be an interesting final 3 quarters here. A tight first quarter, 13-12, back and forth. So Lander going to inbound here into the backcourt. Going left to right on offense is Lander. Lander, first possession of the second quarter for them. Trying to extend that lead. They hit a long ball here. It will be a 2-possession lead for them. On the outside, Trayshawn Spoonhunter. He was hot in the first quarter, and he starts the second quarter the same way, hitting an outside 3. And it's 16-12. Can't leave Trayshawn Spoonhunter. Can't leave a lot of these shooters open. Always got to have somebody there. Nobody ran him off the three-point line, albeit several feet behind the three-point line there. Colby Reese cutting inside the three-point line, gives it over to Wells. Wells goes up, is fouled, and he can't get the shot to go, but he is going to the free throw line. Blocking foul called there. Let's see who it was against. I believe they're going to get Antonio Quando there. Actually not a shooting foul, so they're going to say it happened before the shot there. So Antonio Quando, or no, Nelly changed it on the scoreboard. 15, Peja Cook with the first foul. And a traveling violation there. So Mountain View thought maybe they would have had a 3-point play. Instead, it turns into no shot and a turnover off the inbound. 16-12, Lander with the lead, going left to right on offense, wearing their black and green uniforms. Mountain View in the home whites with the purple trim down the sides. in the corner, and I believe they stepped out of bounds there. Ty Massey gets some of those Lander fans vocal about that no call, as looked like Braeden Walk just bumped the defender, and I guess they said Braeden Walk was in a legal guarding position, and he is entitled to that space. I think they said Ty Massey created the contact there and fell out of bounds. Hunter Meeks up top. Wells over to Walk. Walk to Madsen in the left corner. Madsen's three is good. So Kimball Madsen from the corner, nailing that corner three, and he's got that one to go. 16-15, 6:30 to play before the halftime break. Lead for Lander is at 1. Both teams have hit a 3 here in this second quarter. He Black cutting through the lane, loses it off the hands of Braeden Walk. At the very last second, reached in to try to save it, and then ball deflected off his fingers out of bounds. Another substitute into the game for Lander as Peja Cook comes out. Brian Sinclair was a big factor in the win on Thursday against Lyman. He had 20 points, a career high. Checks back in. Foul called, not on the shot, on the drive there. So foul will go against Trenton Wells, looks like his first. The second on Mountain View in this first half. Corner three off the inbound, no good. And that is Niehi Black down low. Niehi Black will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. That is what killed Lyman on Thursday, was obviously a three-point shooting. Brian Sinclair putting up a career-high 20 points when he only averages about 6 a game. And then Niehi Black getting what it seemed like an offensive rebound whenever he wanted to, along with those 9 blocks or so. Hunter Meeks with his second foul. He'll head to the bench due to that foul trouble. Don't want to have him pick up his third. Dustin Reeves looks at his scorecard, maybe the play card in front of him, calling out a play to his team as he calls out a play for the offense. 18-15, Mountain View trailing by 3. Lander up by 3 here, 6 minutes before the halftime break. Wells over to Reese in the corner. Reese, nice baseline drive there from Brigham Blumel, gives it up, gets it back down low as Kimball Matz on the other side. A block from Lander. Lander fans thought it was a clean block. Officials say had a lot of contact on the arm there, so Kimball Madsen heads to the free throw line. Niehi Black getting talked to by the official down there. I think he might have objected to that call. And that is a big call because that is Niehi Black's second foul. So Black and Ozadi O'Neal with 2 fouls here with just over 10 minutes gone in this contest. And of course Niehi Black checks out with those 2 fouls. So Niehi Black, a big part for this offense for Lander and the defense as well. You don't want him fouling out in the first half or getting those fouls in the first half, so he'll go to the bench for a break. And Kimball Madsen makes the second free throw. 18-16, timeout by Dustin Reese. We're going to take this timeout too on mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Back here at Mountain View, Lander coming out of the timeout. So Lander with the ball in the backcourt here. 5:54 to play in the second quarter. Lyman girls, or the Mountain View girls, were able to get a win earlier today against the Lander girls. Mountain View boys looking to do the same. On the outside, no good. Trenton Wells with the rebound. Gets it over to Madsen. Madsen back to Walk. Walk will cross the timeline with it for the Buffs. Braeden Walk dribbling back and forth. Ball up top. Moving towards his right. Gets it over to Wells. Wells back to Walk up top. Walk, ball fakes. Goes to the corner. Blomel doesn't have anything on the baseline. Gets back out up top to Walk. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the first half. Madsen tries to throw it down low. Reese came in to deflect the pass after it looked like Lander might have come up away with a steal. And Lander still does get the steal after some ping-ponging around. That shot from in close, missed. Second opportunity blocked by Kimball Madsen. Kimball Madsen coming up strong, saying, Ty Massey, you're not going to get that easy of a chance. And Ty Massey's shot was rejected by Kimball Madsen. So Madsen with the block says, I see Niehi Black, and I can do that very same thing on the other side of the court on defense. Colby Reese back out up top. Kimball Madsen over to Walk. Walk, open three. Back rimmed it, no good. And the ball hit the wires that connect the hoop to the ceiling. So that is out of play. And it will be Lander ball here with under 4.5 to play. So Mountain View's had their chances to tie or take the lead here in the second quarter. Just haven't been able to do so. They trail by 2 here. Strong defensive quarter for them, but there's no offense as of yet. And that shot is a wild attempt, missed. And here comes Mountain View going the other way. Some of these Lander fans not pleased with some of the officiating early in this contest. It was Conrad Swenson who lost possession of it going up on the other end for Lander. In the corner, that is Braeden Walk. Braeden Walk back out up top to Colby Reese. Reese reverses it. And Madsen has it in the corner, posting up down low. Brigham Blumel has it knocked out of his hands, stripped clean out of bounds. It will be Mountain View ball as the ball was off of Lander and out of play. So 3:43 to play here before halftime. Mountain View has a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3 on this possession. They've had the same scenario for the last couple of possessions, haven't been able to score. Both teams scoreless in the last 2 minutes or so, and that ball is out of bounds. Or was it a foul? I think a foul is called. Brigham Blumel talking to the official there. Brigham Blumel going to be charged with a moving screen, and that gets Dustin Reese up off the bench to walk Ashton Schofield over to the table, and no, he decides against it, I guess. Ashton Schofield looked like he was about to check in, but did not. 3:35 to play here, quarter number 2, so once again Mountain View wastes an opportunity to get this game back to tied or get the lead by not scoring on that last possession. Back out up top, Spoon Hunter with it. Corner, that's Masery. Masery cutting down the lane, or no, that is not Masery, excuse me, that was Ty Massey. And Ty Massey is going to get called for a charge as he went a little bit too far there. Nice charge taken by Mountain View. Ty Massey called for the charge. That is the 8th foul against Lander, so any fouls that are not a charge will be free throws for the remainder of the half. Mountain View in the bonus. Braeden Walk up top on the left side. Reese with it now. Reese back to Walk. Walk throws it inside. Brigham Blumel. Brigham Blumel lays it off the window and gets it to go. So Mountain View finally ties things back up at 18 here with just under 3 minutes to play in quarter number 2. On the outside, pump fake on the 3. Masery with it. Masery going to his right. Tries to get the runner to go on the baseline. Can't get it to go. And Trenton Wells has it going right to left on offense. Mountain View in the white uniforms. Braeden Walk gets it up top. Walk over to Reese. Reese slowing it down just a bit. And Dustin Reese calls out halt. And they halt the action for a second. 2.5 minutes to play before the halftime break. Mountain View, some good defense in the final 2.5 minutes, can go into halftime with a lead if they can score. Wells back to Brigham Blumel. Switches sides of the court over to Colby Reese. Thrown inside. Kimball Madsen loses it, goes to the floor, and Lander's got to go the other way. Lander up top, and that ball is thrown out of bounds, and it will be Mountain View ball. Peja Cook didn't have control of that. And a couple substitutions coming in here. As Antonio Quando checks back in for Brian Sinclair. Or no, Sinclair remains in the game. A couple substitutions, however, for Lander. So they sorted that out. Braeden Walk over to Wells. Wells trying to enter it inside to Kimmel Madsen a lot is Mountain View here, but Lander active on defense, have been all over the ball, tipping it away and knocking it out of play. 1:55 to play, 18 all here before halftime. Mountain View trying to take their first lead of the second quarter. They held it for most of the first quarter. Nice alley-oop play again, and it's blocked. Kimmel Madsen this time, but he gets it back and scores. So a great defensive play there from Lander. We saw that play in the first quarter as Braeden Walk from the left side tossed it up to Kimmel Madsen, and that one was a nice defensive play to block that alley-oop attempt from Conrad Swenson, but Kimmel Madsen got it right back and put it up and in. Corner three, no good. Lander pulls down the rebound. Mountain View up by 2. Lander going left to right on offense. We'll have a chance to tie or take the lead here with 1:15 remaining in quarter number 2. And the three-point attempt, no good from Kwando. So rebound for Mountain View, and here they come the other way. 109. Kimmel Madsen, corner 3. Madsen trying to heat up. Can't get that shot to go. Madsen with the rebound, however. If he had turned towards the basket, I think he might have seen that he had an open lane in front of him. However, that corner 3 from Colby Reese not going to drop, and here comes Lander the other way, but Lander turns it over as Peja almost left the entire gymnasium there as he barreled through the exit doors on the baseline. 50 seconds to go. Dustin Reese calling out an offensive set to his team. Mountain View has a 2-point lead, barring something drastic happening. It looks like they will have a halftime lead. Braeden Walk on the left side. Ball is intercepted down low, so Mountain View did not hold it for one possession. Now Lander will hold it for one possession with the final 30 seconds approaching in this first half. 20-18, 25 seconds on the clock as Kwando pulls it back out to Massey. Massey up top with 15 on the clock. Lander trying to go into halftime, either tied or with a 1-point lead if they hit a 3 on this possession. Going down the lane, Massey misses the shot long. 9 seconds, still time for Mountain View coming the other way. 5-on-4, they've got some numbers that they push. 4 on the clock, 3, and the ball is dropped out of bounds. Colby Reese could not handle it. A little bit of an errant pass from Trenton Wells, and now with 2.7 to play, let's see if Lander can maybe get a heave down court and a basket. Turning around, and it's going to count. So 2.7 to play. Lander, a nice play. I believe that was Brian Sinclair caught the ball, and then he gave it off to his teammate Ty Massey inside the three-point line. Massey finishes with the basket. A buzzer beater at the end of the second quarter, and we will go into halftime tied at 20 from Mountain View. So after one half, we have really learned nothing about these two teams as they are, as far as who is the better team or if there is much that separates them. Both teams scored 20 in the first half. They are tied going into the locker room. Join us after this, a commercial break, for more basketball action from Mountain View, where we will talk about what we saw in the first half, or what I saw in the first half, live on MyLocalRadio.com for the MyLocalRadio.com halftime show, brought to you by, of course, MyLocalRadio.com.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Back here at Mountain View High School in the Uintah County, where the Mountain View Buffs are enjoying, or were enjoying a lead, I should say. A buzzer beater from Lander tied things up right at the buzzer as we're in our halftime show, our MyLocalRadio.com halftime show, brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. 20-20 the score. So after one half, we really learned nothing about what separates these two teams. Mountain View certainly had the opportunities to take the lead and go into halftime with a lead. They had the ball with about 50 seconds to go and could have maybe extended that possession to make it a one-possession game, and at the very worst go into halftime with the lead, a 20-18 lead. However, the entry pass inside to Kimball Madsen was taken away. Mountain View had a possession going the other way with about 10 seconds, and it was a pass that went off the hands of, I believe it was Hunter Meeks maybe on the outside. He was either Hunter Meeks or Brigham Blumell on that far sideline, right where the Buffaloes are on the court, dropping the ball out of bounds. That gave Lander the ball with 2.7 to play in the second quarter, and Lander Threw it into Brian St. Clair, going towards the basket. St. Clair dropped it off to his teammate, Ty Massey. Ty Massey from about 15 feet away made the jump shot and scored it at the buzzer. And that is our halftime score of 20-20. So Mountain View certainly had a lot of opportunities to take that lead in the first half. They did hold the lead for a substantial part of that first half, but they did have a chance to go into halftime with the lead and then just kind of let things get away from them. A lot of possessions and empty possessions really have been the story of the day for Mountain View. Just not able to score on all of their possessions, sometimes not even getting a shot up. That is something Kevin Lewick from Lyman had been telling me all season, is he feels like sometimes his team doesn't get up a lot of shots, and that can really be a deciding factor. So we'll have to see how Mountain View deals with this in the second half, as it is a tie game. Can't see the arrows, so I'm not exactly sure which team will begin the second half with the possession here. 2 minutes to go, so both teams slowly but surely will soon make their way out of the locker room and back onto the Mountain View home gymnasium court here. Pretty clean officiated game in the first half. Obviously some Lander fans were displeased with some of the calls that were being made, or maybe felt like it was one-sided. But from a neutral perspective, I felt like for the most part it was a cleanly officiated first half, so we hope the same goes the other way. Ozadi O'Neill and Niehi Black with 2 fouls for Lander. That's going to be a big factor to watch out for in the second half, as both of those players will look to remain on the court. Obviously, usually for Lander, at least against Lyman, and in the game today, both Ozadi O'Neill and Niehi Black are not on the court at the same time, so that helps Lander just a bit, and Stu Mullins, the head coach, in dealing with that, because if one's on the bench, the other is usually on the court. But obviously with 2 fouls picked up by both players, he was not able and willing to play them as often in the second half. You kind of got to throw caution to the wind, especially as we approach the fourth quarter, on whether that decision will remain if they pick up another foul, if you do leave them in. It's going to be all about how much you trust your players. Obviously, some of those more experienced, those older players, those more experienced starters for both teams, you might, toy around with those lineups and kind of say, okay, well, I believe he will be able to stay on the court without picking up those fouls, and that's really what it's going to come down to. So Lander and Mountain View both back out on the court here as we approach the start of half number 2, and it should be a good one, as both teams really will look to get settled and get underway. So based on the officials on the court, it might appear that it is going to be Mountain View ball. Obviously, I can't see the possession arrow from where I am in the bleachers, so it's going to be hard to say with exact certainty. Obviously, we'll see in a minute when the teams come out on the court and the referees show which direction the ball will be headed. Appreciate it if you're one of the 25 live viewers here online, or if you're watching this stream in the future. We do appreciate you. You can watch all of Lyman basketball, both boys and girls, and Mountain View girls and boys basketball, live on mylocalradio.com. Go into the sports tab, go to Buffaloes if you want to watch Mountain View, or the Lyman Eagles if you want to watch the Eagles. Any and all streams that I've done from this season are archived on our website. Second half starts, Braeden Blumell in the paint, losing his balance, falling to the ground, tried to tap it out to the corner, didn't get it there, and here comes Trayshawn Spoonhunter the other way. Kwando up top, being guarded by Kimmel Madsen, back to Spoonhunter, open in the corner, Spoonhunter's got it. Looked like the defender there from Mountain View kind of fell off once Spoonhunter gave the ball up, and left Spoonhunter wide open in the corner, something that they did a couple times in the first half, and Spoonhunter showed him why you can't do that. Cross-court pass goes to Braeden Walk, almost intercepted there by Kwando, who stepped in front of it. Colby Reese back to Walk up top. Walk and Wells dealing with the point. Madsen in the corner. Madsen ball over his head. Back to Wells. Over to Walk. Walk up top. Walk back to Wells. Minute gone here. 3 points scored from Lander, the only 3 points. Braeden Walk trying to answer it, and he does. So Braeden Walk gets a 3 of his own. And just kind of like that first half, whenever one team hit a three, the other team kind of just traded threes. Now another three from the corner, no good. I'm sure Mountain View does not want this to turn into a three-point contest because Lander is one of the best teams in the entire state at shooting the ball from downtown. Braeden Walk is no slouch in his own right, though. He can make it from anywhere about over midcourt. He is in range. Madsen back to Walk on the right side. Walk on the Buffaloes logo in front of his bench. Corner, Colby Reese with it. Trenton Wells trying to post up. Ball never got to Walk as it was knocked out of play before it got there. Mountain View trying to do the cross-court passes. I think maybe, just maybe, Lander is catching on and kind of baiting those passes, saying, all right, throw it back there, I dare you, and then they're going to jump in front of him. So I'm going to watch out for Dustin Reese and his team. Colby Reese in the corner. Back out up top to Wells, over to Braeden Walk. Braeden Walk up top, moving towards his left, picks up his dribble, gets back to Wells. A lot of passing on this possession for Mountain View, trying to find the right shot and an open player. Braeden Walk loses it at the free throw line, gets it back, corner. Colby Reese for three, spots up, no good. Kimmel Matson far side rebound, gets it out to Walk. Walk rims it out, no good. Some of the Mountain View fans are ready to celebrate had he made that one. Another corner three, this time from Massey. Massey pumps his fist after that one swishes through. So another three. 9 points here in the third quarter for both teams combined, and all 9 have come from downtown. Colby Reese on the outside. Braeden Walk up top on the right, calling for the ball. Doesn't get it. Now he does. Walk being guarded by Spoon Hunter up top. A little bit of a zone defense here being implemented by the Lander Tigers, and Kimmel Matson caught it in an awkward position. He was all the way on the baseline. He was actually behind the backboard there, and when he threw it up off the wrong side of the backboard, and the ball went out of bounds. It is Lander possession here with 5 minutes on clock in the third quarter. A 3-point lead for the Tigers. Wearing the black uniforms with the gray with the green trim down the side, and Mazzari looks around after that call. I think a traveling call. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't see the whistle, but it is a turnover, and it will be Mountain View ball here. Chance to take that tie back once again with a 3, or trim the deficit to 1 with a deuce. Colby Reese back to Walk in the corner. Walk trying to throw it down low and entered into Kimball Madsen. Yehi Black into the game. Says, yeah, you're going to have to do a little bit better than that to get that ball around me. Hunter Meeks checks in, points at, well, somebody has to come off. It is Colby Reese. So the Mountain View Buffalo had 6 players on the court for a second there as no one came out, but eventually Reese did check out. Madsen, Meeks, Wells, Walk, and Brigham Blumell in the game. Another alley-oop pass there. This one, an errant pass, goes off the backboard, and here comes Lander going the other way, and it's blocked at the rim. Nice job there from Mountain View, and here they come left to right on offense. Braeden Walk gets it out over to Madsen. Madsen back to Wells. Wells and Walk up top. Madsen in the corner, throws it down low. Brigham Blumell gets in the air, and Yehi Black came in from behind and fouled him, trying to go for that block. Yehi Black had 9 or 10 of those on Thursday. And that's the third foul against Yehi Black. So let's see if he remains in the contest here. It's one of those interesting scenarios. When he had 2 fouls in the second quarter, he came out. Second half might be a bit of a different story for Stu Mullins and Orlando Tigers. And unfortunately for him, Rosati O'Neal at the table checking in. So Rosati O'Neal with 2 fouls checks in. A couple more substitutions for the Tigers. Kawando back in. Mazzari as well. And as well is Conrad Swenson. Swenson down low trying to fight off Hunter Meeks, and he does for the rebound after that missed free throw. So empty trip there from Mountain View. Kwando on the other end. Kwando for 3 on the left side, right in front of that Lander bench. And it's 29-23 here with 4:05 left in quarter number 3. All 12 points here in the quarter scored from downtown for both teams combined. Kimmel Madsen, 3-pointer, no good. So as I said moments ago, I don't know if Mountain View will want to turn this into a 3-point shooting contest, as Lander has proven that they are more than capable at hitting shots from outside, and Ozadi O'Neal misses the shot, but affects the rebound enough that Hunter Meeks lost it out of bounds. And it is back to Lander here. 29-23 the score. Lander to inbound here with 3:35 to play. Corner three, no good. Mazare comes in for the rebound. Back to St. Clair. St. Clair for three. He's got that one. And that lead now at the largest it's been for Lander at 9. And Dustin Reese sees the momentum meter shifting just a bit, and he calls a full timeout. We're going to take this timeout too on mylocalradio.com.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
Back here at Mountain View, where the Buffaloes have found themselves in a bit of a situation here, down by 9. And this game was 20-20 at halftime. 4 3-pointers in the quarter from Lander have given them a 9-point lead. And only 3 from Braeden Walk for Mountain View has not been able to keep them up. Hunter Meeks commits a foul, coming in trying to get the rebound, maybe tie it up. Trying to explain to the coaching staff what his thought process was, I suppose. Third foul on Meeks, so he checks out. Brigham Blumel also checking out. Ashton Schofield in. Schofield and Walk going to be the top of the defense for Mountain View as Schofield backs off to guard Swenson. Brian St. Clair over to Mazare on the right side. Mazare up top. Quando uses a screen from Swenson, misses the shot, but once again, St. Clair with the rebound and another possession here in the possession for Lander. Outside 3, Quando's got it, and this one might just be getting away from the Mountain View Buffs here if they don't do something quickly. A 12-point deficit, 35-23, 15-3 in the quarter. Braeden Walk trying to challenge them from outside. He misses that shot. Quando with the rebound coming up the near sideline. And that pass is deflected away. Braeden Walk comes out of the pack with it. Walk crossing the center line, picks up his dribble, gets back to the corner where Colby Reese has it, and the ball is deflected out of bounds, I think off of Quando's hand, and Ashton Schofield might have gotten lucky with the call there. Schofield looked like a guilty party. Quando was amazed that the call didn't go his way. Rosati O'Neal in the game here, trying to defend that paint. Conrad Swenson alongside. Braeden Walk in the Mountain View offense gone stagnant here in the third quarter. Only put up 3 so far, almost 6 minutes in. Hunter Meeks fighting down low is blocked from behind. I guess the officials deemed it was clean, and the ball rebounded out. Colby Reese in the corner, Trenton Wells throwing it down low. Kimball Madsen is fouled on the low block. Foul going to be committed against Rosati O'Neal, and that immediately sends Niehi Black back into the game. So Black and O'Neal with 3 fouls each. And back into the game is Peja checking in for Mazare. 35-23, 1:56 before the end of the third quarter. Inbound goes to Walk up top. Braeden Walk. Over to Colby Reese. And back to Walk. Trenton Wells, free throw line. Throwing it down low. Brigham Blumel can't get the pass. And another turnover gives it back to Lander, trying to step on Mountain View's throats and finish this one off. Ball's ping-ponged around down low. Niehi Black Tipped it out of bounds, and it will be Mountain View ball. 18 points in the quarter combined. 15 of those came from Lander, all from downtown. Mountain View's only 3 points coming from a Braeden Walk 3 to open up the quarter. 35-23, 1:23 on the clock. Colby Reese on the right side, trying to get inside to Brigham Blumell. Threw it a little bit too hot to handle there as it went off the hands of Blumell. Blumell went onto his backside and a jump ball called. And Lander has it. So another turnover for Mountain View. This has not been a quarter that they want to remember. And with 1:13 to go against the number 2 team in the 3A classification in the Lander Tigers, Lander looking like every bit of a top team. Maybe they didn't really do that on Thursday night against Lyman, only a 10-point victory against a struggling Lyman team. Lander looks to have that motivation back today, especially on this road contest. Inbound, Trayshawn Spoonhunter. And a timeout for Stu Mullins. We're going to take this timeout to mylocalradio.com. Join us after this commercial break.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
That was a 30-second timeout from Stu Mullins, so we're back here at Mountain View. It will be Lander possession inbounding on the baseline here with 1 minute and 1 second on the clock, 61 seconds. You want to be more just in terms of a totality sense. 35-23 the score. Mountain View trailing by 12. It was 20-20 at the halftime break. Yehi Black elevates, catches the pass down low. That's the first 2-point basket of this third quarter as he gets in close and scores. Yehi Black just using that size and that jumping ability he has to really propel himself to get the ball. Jordan Wells with the ball up top near the midcourt line, gets it over to Colby Reese on the right side. Reese turning around, trying to find his teammate. Ball tipped out into the hands of Brigham Blumell, fights in the lane, and it's blocked. I guess they said a clean defensive play from Yehi Black, and 37-23 the score. 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter. I think Lander's going to try to make this the last possession of the third quarter. And at worst, go into the fourth quarter with a 14-point lead. At best, a 17-point lead if they make it 3 on this possession. Brian Sinclair driving down the left side of the lane, blocked. Trenton Wells saves it. 5 seconds on the clock. Let's see if Mountain View can get a shot off here. 3, 2, 1. Dropping it off down low. Colby Reese, and no foul, no call. That will end the quarter. 37-23 the score. After 3, Mountain View is going to need to have a big fourth quarter if they want to mount a comeback and protect their home court against the number 2 team in the 3A classification. Join us for fourth quarter action after this on mylocalradio.com.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
Fourth quarter action ready to get underway here as the officials are ready to put the ball in play. Mountain View with the first possession of this final quarter. They only scored 3 points in that third quarter. They're going to need a lot more in this fourth quarter if they want to win. Down by 14. 17-point quarter from Lander after only scoring 20 in the first half. Just shows how much Lander can heat up in an instant. Hunter Meeks gets the ball down low, kicks it back out. Braeden Walk for 3, got to get it. No. Colby Reese with the rebound, however, on the long side. Reese back with it Outside the three-point line, back to Walk on the right side. Brigham Blumell trying to post up on the Black inside. Over to Colby Reese. Colby Reese for three, no good. Ball tipped around. Hunter Meeks able to pull down the rebound, spinning, turning, and he missed from in close. And finally, Trayshawn Spoon Hunter pulls away the rebound, and that will end the first possession of the fourth quarter for Mountain View. Had to feel like that was a possession they might have needed to score. The Black, I don't know, tried to get a blocking foul called, I guess. He just went down, like flopped. And instead misses a shot. Here comes Braeden Walk crossing the timeline. 7 minutes to play here in this game. Number 2 in the 3A classification, Lander Valley Tigers against the top 5 opponent, Mountain View Buffalo, playing at home. And that shot is missed from in close. Colby Reese can't get it to go. Reese came in from behind. I believe they're going to charge him with another foul. Hunter Meeks shaking his head. I think he might have thought the foul was on him. It did go on Colby Reese. Haven't updated the scoreboard yet, so we'll see what foul that was for him. Kimball Matson in, Colby Reese out. Colby Reese picks up his first foul of the game. Inbounding in the backcourt, going right to left. Wearing the black uniforms will be Lander here, a 14-point advantage. 37-23, almost 90 seconds in. Neither team has put up any points here in the fourth quarter. Corner three, Spoon Hunter will change that as Spoon Hunter gets it to go, and Spoon Hunter has been the offense today for the Lander Valley Tigers, and then a nice defensive play. Spoon Hunter winds up with it, 2-on-2 the other way. Black coming in late to rotate, and maybe a little bit too late there as he traveled before he was able to get to the hoop. So Mountain View in trouble here at home, 40-23 the score. If you're joining us, this game was tied at 20 at halftime, and Mountain View only put up 3 in the quarter, and that was in the first 30 seconds or so. So it's only been almost been about 10 minutes since they scored, and now number 10, Brigham Blumell, puts it in. So Brigham Blumell ends a long scoring drought. So Mountain View off the schneid as far as scoring goes. Now let's see if they're able to come back and play some defense. Can't score. You can't win if you can't score, so Mountain View checks the first box in that running tally. All right, score the ball. Next would be play some defense, get some stops. Foul goes against Brigham Blumell, his third, fourth against Mountain View. So no free throws just yet. Ozaddy O'Neill back into the contest. In the corner, Kwando gives it back out to Massery. Massery reverses course to Spoon Hunter. Spoon Hunter looked at the basket. He goes in to shoot a three, passed up on it instead. And it winds up Ozaddy O'Neill from about 10 feet away, scoring the jumper. 42-25, 17-point advantage. Buffalo is trying to mount a comeback here, trying to do anything they can in this fourth quarter to get some offense up and stop this hot offense for the Lander Tigers. Braeden Walk passes it up, down low. Kimball Matson backs his way in and scores. So nice pass there. Braeden Walk had an open shot. Said an open layup is better than an open 25-foot three-pointer, and Kimball Matson scored. So credit the assist to Braeden Walk. The basket to Kimball Matson. Ball knocked out of play there. Inbounding right in front of the Lander bench will be Antonio Kwando. Kimball Matson trying to defend the inbounds pass. Inbound goes to Spoon Hunter. Spoon Hunter kicks it out. Three-pointer there from Massey, no good. Ozaddy O'Neill not giving up on the play. Tried to chase it down, but the ball went out of bounds. 4:58 left in the fourth quarter. Approaching the final 4.5 minutes or so of this contest. Mountain View is going to need to put up points in a hurry if they want to come back here. Down by 15. It's not necessarily over. They just need to play some perfect basketball, or near perfect, if they want to win this one. And that one not perfect as Antonio Kwando had the ball. Tried to jump that pass and had the ball go off of his fingers and out of bounds. So Kwando and Mountain View exchanging blows here. Kimball Matson in the right corner with it. Puts the ball over his head. Gets back to Walk up top. Walk throws it inside to Meeks at the elbow. Elbow jumper off the backboard and good. So It's there for a reason. You might as well use it. Hunter Meeks said, I will, and he scores 2 more. So Hunter Meeks using the backboard to his advantage. Cutting down the lane, Brian Sinclair gives a free throw line jumper back to Zaddy O'Neal. Missed that shot. Braeden Walk with the rebound, and here comes Mountain View trying to make it, once again, a 10-point lead if they hit a 3, or 10-point deficit if they hit a 3. 13-point lead for Lander. Final 4 minutes of action here, midway through the 4th. Ball goes right by the Lander player, went for the steal, and it instead winds up in a layup. So Mountain View trying to come back here. Lead is down to 11 now, and Dustin Reese calls a timeout live on mylocalradio.com.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
So back here in Mountain View, where the tension is just heating up just a bit as both teams, fans trying to get into it here, trying to will their respective teams to a victory. Should it be Mountain View, it will be a big comeback. They're down by 15 moments ago, now down to 11. Lander inbounding the ball, trying to get it across the center line. Pressure. Nazare goes into the backcourt to get the ball. In the corner, three-pointer for O'Neal, no good. And here comes Mountain View, chance to make this a single-digit deficit for the first time since it was early in the 3rd quarter. Madsen throws it down low, and Braeden Blumel was run into from Antonio Quando. Quando checks to see if there's any blood on his mouth after getting hit there. Ball thrown back out up top. Braeden Walk cutting into the free throw line, gives it back out over to Trenton Wells. And that ball is deflected off of Mountain View, and it will be a turnover. So a big turnover right there as Mountain View kind of needed to score in that possession, make it a single-digit deficit. Things could be getting interesting, but instead it's a turnover. Back to Lander with 3:12 to play here in the final frame. Shot missed from in close. Rebound, Yehi Black. No good. Rebound, I believe that was Brian Sinclair, one of the smaller players on the court for Lander. He got the rebound. He scored. And a foul called on the shot. So a 3-point play coming up for Brian Sinclair. Sinclair to try to complete the 3-point play. Free throw, no good. So 2-point play after the basket, but not the 3-point play that they were trying to complete. And the 3-pointer is up and good. So Mountain View down to 10 here. The deficit down to 10 for the Buffs as they try to cross over the mountaintop. Antonio Quando trying to answer with a 3 of his own. Probably not a smart decision there. A very quick shot results in a Mountain View rebound coming the other way. Mountain View crossing the center line with it. in the corner. Trenton Wells with it now. And a foul committed about 25 feet away from the basket. Probably not what Stu Mullins, head coach, wanted for his team. And Braeden Walk looking to inbound on the sideline right in front of his bench. And the shot from in close, and oh my goodness. Braeden Blumell hit from behind. Dustin Reese and the entire bench, a lot of the fans here wanted the shot to count. I think the officials are actually going to talk about this. Looked like it might have been a goaltending there. And the shot counts, so it's a goaltending with 1:57 to play. Things heating up here, an 8-point game. Braeden Blumell at the free throw line to make it a 7-point game if he is able to make this free throw. Braeden Blumell's free throw, no good. Rebound from Niehi Black. Another critical miss there from Mountain View, and immediately in the corner, it results in a Spoon Hunter three. That is a dagger if I've ever seen one. Trayshawn Spoon Hunter, in about 4 seconds, gets down the court, posts up in the corner, and got an open three to extend that lead back to 11. We're going to remain here on this full timeout on mylocalradio.com. Mountain View here, down by 11 after that Trayshawn Spoon Hunter three, right when his team needed him the most. Spoon Hunter was able to make that three-pointer there. We'll have to see how Mountain View responds here with 1:48 and counting in this contest. The band here from Mountain View playing the Office theme song. Gotta respect it. Respect real, as they say. Great show. 47-36 the score. Lander wearing the black, going right to left on offense. Mountain View has the ball on offense, going left to right, wearing their white uniforms with the purple trim down the side. See if Mountain View can do anything with it here and make this final 2 minutes an interesting one. Braeden Walk, open three on the left side. Gotta have it, he does! Braeden Walk, the lead down to 8 for Lander, and a timeout, Dustin Reese. So Dustin Reese wants to talk it over with his team. I think it's going to be a full timeout. So we're going to take this timeout to mylocalradio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
Back here at Mountain View, Lander, an 8-point lead. Tight finish incoming, 1:34 to play. 1:34 to play, 47-39. Lander with an 8-point lead. Looking to close this thing out on the road. Kwando's pass is intercepted, or knocked out of play, deflected out of bounds. Inbounding the ball on the baseline, the far baseline, will be Brian Sinclair now. Sinclair gets it inbounds to Kwando. Kwando trying to get it up to his teammate. Quando in the backcourt. Have to be careful of the 10 seconds here, and they do get the ball across the timeline to Spoon Hunter. Spoon Hunter gives it off to the corner. Fans maybe calling out for a traveling violation, not called. Quando looking to give it up, and he does. He gives it up to Mountain View, however. And here comes Kimmel Matson. Kimmel Matson throws it behind Colby Reese and out of bounds. Mountain View could have made it a 2-possession game if they scored there. Still an 8-point game, 3-possession game. Mountain View trying to force a turnover on defense. Braeden Walk. Trenton Wells trying to force a turnover. Up top, Quando gives it out to Brian Sinclair. Back over to Massey. Massey over to Spoon Hunter. Spoon Hunter looking to go somewhere with it. Gets it inside the 3-point line. Lander not going to shoot the ball up here. Up by 8. And no rush to shoot it. And immediately rushing in is Kimball Matson to foul. So this might turn into a foul contest as far as Mountain View is concerned for the final 45 seconds. Only the 6th foul. So the next foul will send Lander to the line. So Mountain View will have to pick who they want on the court to try to foul if they get a choice. Otherwise, it'll just be first foul they can give. Spoon Hunter races in the backcourt. Inbound goes to St. Clair. St. Clair backing up to the line, making Mountain View chase after him. Gets it off to the corner. Massey back out up top to Spoon Hunter. They can't catch up with him. And a lot of time goes off the clock there with 37.3. I think it was Trenton Wells who finally got the foul. He Black and Swenson to check back in here on the 1-and-1, potentially for rebounding purposes / defense on the other end of the court. 37.3 to play, an 8-point lead for Lander. At the free throw line for a 1-and-1 is Spoon Hunter. Spoon Hunter's first free throw is up and good, so this one might be able to put the game away. I know it's still a lot of time left, but a 4-possession game will be tough to come back for Mountain View. And he misses the free throw. However, Conrad Swenson pulls down the rebound, and then he throws it into the backcourt. And an over and back violation called there as Braeden Walk chased after it, nearly touched it. But it is an over and back. 32.6 on the clock here, so Mountain View hanging in there by a thread, trying to come back in this one. Inbound to Hunter Meeks. And Trenton Wells lays it up and lays it in. So Trenton Wells with the basket there. 26.5 to play in this contest. Mountain View down by 7 now. After getting that basket, still a 3-possession game with 26.5. We'll have to see as far as what kind of defense Justin Reese will put up here. If they can get a steal, obviously that would be the preferred option for Justin Reese and his team. So Lander to inbound here in the backcourt. Brian Sinclair gets the ball into Massey. Massey is fouled in the backcourt. So a 7-point lead. Walk this thing all the way down the court. And a 1-and-1, still a 1-and-1. Only the 8th team foul against Mountain View. So Trenton Wells, or excuse me, Brigham Blumel goes over to the bench. Braeden Walk getting instructions from his coach. At the free throw line, Massey's first free throw is good. So Massey able to extend that lead back to 8 here. He's got a chance to make it 9. Nobody on the line for Lander. They seem pretty confident in Massey's ability to make some free throws. Made the first, earned himself a second. And the second is also good. So Massey 2 for 2 from the line. A 9-point lead with 25.4. You would expect a 3 to be on the way for Mountain View. It's kind of got to be 3s from here on out if they want to try to win this game. Braeden Walk going to try to race it down the court. Walk crosses over, 3-pointer, finds himself a little bit of space, can't get it to go. Brian Sinclair with the rebound. Dustin Reese puts his hands up in the air, says, this one's just about cooked, fellas, and take it out of the oven. Another win for Lander, another road victory for Lander, showing why they are one of the top teams in the 3A classification. Number 1 in the 3A Northwest, number 2 overall in the 3A classification. A 50-41 victory today for the Lander Tigers. They'll be in action once again next week. Mountain View will return next Friday against Lyman at Lyman. I'll cover that one live on mylocalradio.com. That's going to do it for our coverage here. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday if that's your thing out there. I'm going to be enjoying it at the Legal Tender in Evanston. Stop by, say hello if you would like to. I'm a huge Rams fan. It'll be an interesting night. So Super Bowl weekend continues on tomorrow when the Super Bowl happens, but that's going to do it for our coverage here on mylocalradio.com. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett, signing off from Mountain View.